Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus cover me under the blood. Under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus, you be cover me under the blood. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me, I go break up. Put the blood on me face just like a makeup. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me heart break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. Under the blood, under the blood, Jesus cover me. Jesus, you be cover me. Say under the blood, under the blood, Jesus, you be cover me. Jump on this. Listen. Christian a fight some things with them not see. Stronghold demons and principality. Remember they are the temple. Keep it holy, sanctify, justify, give God the glory. Fighting against three terrible enemy. The world, Satan and myself against me. What the anointing pour it on me and make me trample the devil on it. Under the blood, me say me under the blood.
Put your lighters in the air.
Under the blood.
Lighters in the air.
Jesus, you be cover me under the blood. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me, I go break up. Put the blood on me face just like a makeup. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me heart break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. Under the blood, under the blood, Jesus cover me. Jesus, you be cover me. Say under the blood, under the blood, Jesus, you be cover me. Jump on this. Listen. Christian a fight some things with them not see. Stronghold demons and principality. Remember they are the temple. Keep it holy, sanctify, justify, give God the glory. Fighting against three terrible enemy. The world, Satan and myself against me. What the anointing pour it on me and make me trample the devil on it. Say.
What's going on, family? What's going on? Happy Sunday. Sister, testify, sister.
No man I did, no one did me, nothing did me any good.
Sister, I hear you, sister. I'm listening.
That the food I put in my mouth.
Frosted Flakes make the best sugar milk ever. Give me some of that Frosted Flake with some of that. Matter of fact, put some of that Frosted Flake up in there with some Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Mix it up. Ooh, that's going to be some marvelous sugar milk right there. Family, what is going on? What's going on, family? I mean, we in the space of a new moon. All right? Act like you know something, family. All right? Don't keep me turned up. Don't try to turn the brother down. Because this new moon got everybody all excited, charged up. Niggas is painting their crib. Niggas is mowing the lawn. Nigga, it's wintertime. The grass frozen. Niggas is just want to work on something, right? Nigga mowing the lawn, that should make all different type of sound. Niggas is just doing extra-ish right now. But that's the vibe we in right now. We creating. We transforming. All right? We waiting for problems. We ain't running from them right now. I mean, we're ready to conquer them things this week and in this new phase. Family, it's a new day. So happy new moon weekend to everybody. I hope everybody's had a great flow throughout the weekend. Beautiful people. My church is so goddamn beautiful. Don't nobody look better than us. That's another reason they be hating on our church. That's another reason they be hating on our church, family. They be wanting to know our skincare routine. They be wanting to know where we get our hair did, where you get the green dress. They be wanting to know the cleaner spot. It's like, I didn't told you where you can order the dress. You want to know where I take it to the cleaners too? Damn. My church can't have nothing, can't we? We can't have nothing, family. Family, Happy Sunday, man. Martian Empress in the building. Sister Belle Populone in the building. Sister Pretty Lauren in the... Those is my sisters right there, man. Sister Mystic Storm. All right. Sister Neoma. Oh, Sister Taylor blessing us with her presence in here today. I've been putting furniture in my new... Look, we just reconstructing in this mug in some type of shape or form. It could be from a mild to a major way. You could be deleting apps in your iPhone. You know how you can rearrange your Johns? You're like, all right, in the first page of my iPhone, John, I'm gonna have these apps because these are the apps I use the most. Then the second page, these are my social media apps. Then my third page. All right, we just putting things in their place right now. All right. Sister Lena, Sister Whitney G, Sister Dami. What's going on, Doms? All right, thank you, sister. You know, Pastor loves some treats. Pastor loves some treats now. All right, guys. If you're in the building, let me see some plates. Let me see some blood. Let me see some holy water. What's the number for today? It's February 11th. Throw them ones in here. All right, you can put 1, 11, 111. Let me see that one energy, though. Beautiful people. Take your seats, family. Take your seats. I'm seeing y'all sign up for the class. Listen, I'm seeing y'all sign up for the class as we speak. Listen, what's love got to do with it? What's love got to do with it? Master class. All right. Going down in a week, family. I mean, we not playing. All right. I've been initiated to help the consciousness in the world expand in love matters and relationship activity, family. I had to go through some of the trenches myself. I'm still in the trenches for the most part. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't make it out all the way yet, but I see the light at the end of the tunnel. You hear what I'm saying, family? And I want you guys to be able to persevere through this journey with me. All right. Every Sunday we come in here and we exchange and circulate these gems. All right. I'm not casting the gem on your family. I said we're circulating it. It's in a circular motion, not in a square motion, not in a triangular motion. I mean a circle thing, family. You hear what I'm saying? Now, the new moon energy got me charged up. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, family. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. All right. So if you was turned down, get into church so I could turn you up. This might be a little bit too much energy for my own self. I need to spread this thing around. All right. It's a beautiful day, family. So, guys, my relationship astro class, what's love got to do with it, going down in a week, y'all, next Sunday and Monday evening, family. All right, go grab your seats. I see y'all grabbing seats every day. Okay. What are we going to be covering, Boro? What do you need to know? What are we not covering? When it comes into love matters, when it comes into karma dealing with your love matters, understand how to identify that, understanding what tangible action you could take to heal. All right, we're going to expedite your healing process, woman, brother. All right, brothers, get up in here, brothers. Acting like we ain't got some things to heal. All right, we got some healing. The divine feminine can't be on their healing journey by themselves. It's a unison thing. All right. We healing each other in the name. Oh man, them tongues. Ooh, ghetto chocolates. Ooh, cheap chocolates from the 99-cent store on Valentine's Day. Frosted flakes, cinnamon toast, sugar milk, 75-cent lighters, grape backwoods, purple backwoods. Let me get another pack. This one too dry. Ghetto tongues. Lord have mercy. Okay. So I can't wait to see y'all in the building. Y'all's going down in a week. Link in the description. Y'all could go ahead and grab y'all seats, family. For those of y'all that's not going to be able to make the live event, okay? Don't worry about none of that, family. You ain't got to worry about none of that. You know, the luckiest one got y'all. You could go ahead and get this class when it's posted on my website afterwards. All right, family? And then it's yours to digest as long as you want to. Okay? If you're attending the live event, you're going to get the recording too. Right up in your email, John. Right there for you. You ain't got to do no work. It's coming right to your family. Okay? All right. God is so good. I mean, synastry, tips, hacks, all of that good stuff. All of that good stuff, family. All right, now, been drinking coffee black. Didn't know this was that powerful, family. You know, I've been trying to cut out all processed sugars. I was like, damn, am I ready to take that creamer out that John? Am I ready for that step yet? It's a real nigga step right there. All my coffee drinkers in here. Some of y'all like, damn, boy, no sugar, no milk. Family, I'm trying to get back to what's natural as much as possible. I mean, on all levels. We's not taking personal spiritual development as a game in any type of shape or form in 2024 in the year of the 8. We's not doing that. All right. A lot of y'all in here is around born in 93. A lot of y'all in here around my age, 30, 31. We just coming off our Saturn return. We got to prove to God we done learned something during our Saturn return. Y'all be thinking the Saturn return is harsh. Yeah, Saturn return be a little turned up, but it be, you thought 27 through 30 was turned up. All right, go from 30 to 33, not trying to apply anything your ass done learned about discipline, structure, reality, patience, discernment, boundaries, restrictions. Go ahead. Go ahead and act like you don't know what them things mean. From the age of 30 to 33, you're going to really be in the confession room a little bit longer than talking my ear off. Pastor, I just don't know. You know, you do know. You ain't applying, sister. It's about application, family. You could know all you want. You could know all you want, family. It's about application. Okay? Brother Earth Shaker Ninth Avatar. Brother, where you get that green suit from, brother? I mean, shout out to my church support members. Okay? You guys is getting that coupon code for the master class if you want to join as well. All right, shout out to all my Patreon gang members is in here. Okay, weekly updates is going up this evening. I'm a real nigga. I'll start my live during the Super Bowl. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn about the Chiefs and the Niners. All right? Ain't no chief in my book. Ain't none of you niggas got Indian descent neither, calling yourself chiefs. Ain't none of you niggas from the Apache Blackfoot tribe. Ain't none of you just mocking them brothers. Talking about the Chiefs. These sports teams be mocking motherfuckers. Y'all never caught on to that? I mean, it's a crazy world we live in. Okay, them niggas gonna win tonight too. If anybody want to win some money, go put some money on the Chiefs. I promise you, them niggas is winning tonight. All right, don't ask me how I know. I just know. Lord have mercy. All right, just a couple of announcements. All right, and we're gonna get right into these energies. I know some of y'all probably in a Super Bowl party right now. You in the corner, you got your AirPods in right now. Right, the Redskins, I mean, them NFL racist as hell. Next thing you know, they're gonna have the Blackfeet team. Yeah, the Blackfeet. It's the blackface. These niggas is racist. All right. Family. Lord, I mean, the Matrix is something else, y'all. It's something else. I ain't gonna drag the Matrix today, though. I ain't gonna do that. All right, I'm in a very calm vibe. I'm in a happy vibe. I mean, I'll drag them niggas when I'm happy too. I'm happy even when I'm not happy. All right, but shit. Hold on. I just want to get into some announcements real quick. We'll get right into these energy. Like I said, I know some of y'all probably in the corner. You can put in your AirPods right now. You're in a Super Bowl party. Everybody like, what you doing? You want to be so individual. Some of y'all is being party poopers like a mother flipper right now because you want to be in church. All right, that's what I'm talking about. You didn't even want to be at that Super Bowl party. Your partner done dragged you there. You don't even want to be there right now. Okay, so shout out to everybody that's in church. I mean,
had no sex.
Sister, run. Sister, run. Sister, run. Get that demon off your back, sister. I mean, sister, go. Don't look back. Run. You saying both that church, sister. Listen, family, we not playing. We is not playing in the name of his gloriness. Okay, y'all hear what I'm talking about today? You hear me, family? I mean, do you feel my presence? All right, so happy new moon weekend to everybody. Quick announcements, guys. Let me open these up. All right. So we breaking down energies from the 11th today to the 17th. Y'all know how these boroscope transits go. Shout out to all the newbies in the building. All right. Shout out to the divine feminine, divine masculine in the building. All right. We make a small percentage of people in the world, and we all here to raise the consciousness up in this mug. All right. If you in here, you better understand that's your duty. I don't want to attract people. I don't want to attract people in this church or attract people in my life that don't. You better understand this about your life. If you in this church, that's your responsibility. All right. And it's a precious responsibility. You need to learn how to grow as a teacher. You need to learn how to grow as an example week by week. All right. Your spiritual development, your spiritual aura and presence, they watching whether they watching y'all family, whether they want to admit it or not. I'm telling you, your coworkers, your children, your family, you're an example to everybody, family. Do you hear me? Do you give me some? Because I feel like I ain't see y'all since our new moon stream. Get some of that. I don't even care if y'all get drenched. I don't even, I'm usually a little bit diligent with how I spread this thing out. I don't even care right now. I mean, just baptizing y'all asses in here. Get some of this, some of that on myself. All right. Get some, I got a little bit in my eye. All right. Yeah, all right. Family, quick little brief notes, things, some spiritual esoteric pointers I got before we get into things. Guys, last week we had that strong, since from like Tuesday all the way leading up into the new moon, we had that strong Saturn presence between Aquarius and Capricorn, right? 6 planets going crazy. Just the moon got in there, sun is up in there, just activating everything with Saturn season. So this was one of the most vivid weeks. We just came off one of the most vivid weeks when it comes into understanding where restrictions and limitations and boundaries should be placed in our life, what we should be developing, what we should be structuring, what we should be tearing down to have a better platform to build something more efficient. All right, family, this was one of the most potent, vivid week for that type of influence. All right, so none of those things should have went over our head. And we could start to deal with some intensity this week if we, didn't do ourselves the service of acknowledging that and identifying those things. All right. God and universe was making it quite clear. It's like, all right, if you didn't structure this and blueprint this in Capricorn season, if you didn't understand how to navigate your relationships and your social spaces in some type of shape or form this so far up until Aquarius season, this week, we're going to try to catch you up to speed this week before we get to that new moon presence. All right. So we're in that phase right now, guys. Is a new day, is a new time. We got some more conjunctions taking place in February. Like, this ain't no game. When we talk about new cycles, when we talk about a bunch of beautiful things prospering for me, I don't know about everybody else, but I know my church, we stay ahead of the curve spiritually. So, I mean, like I said, family, we could go ahead and take the word outside and be the examples for everybody else. Okay. But yeah, the rest of the world gonna have to catch up. All right. And I ain't talking about Heinz. I ain't talking about that red thing in that bottle you eat with your French fries. All right, the rest of the world gonna have to catch up. All right, that used to be one of my toxic pickup lines right there. Hey, French fries, slow down. Let me catch up. Don't go. You could go ahead and take that one, steal it if you want. All right. Oh my God, you're so stupid. I ain't no French fry boy. I know. What's your name, baby? What's your name? You gotta hit her with that smooth pimp laugh. All right, some of y'all can't really roll that giggle off like that. We're gonna take some practice. You gotta exercise that John in the mirror. It's all good, but every once in a while I give y'all some gems y'all could use. All right. Hey, French fry, slow down. I'm trying to catch up. All right. Or you can hit him with the hey sugar, slow down. I got high cholesterol. Woo, boy, you so stupid, boy. I'm not no sugar, boy. Listen, all right, I be giving y'all too much. I be giving y'all too much in here.
Lord, nothing I did, nothing I tried, nothing I smoked, nothing I snorted, nothing
Speak about
I
sugar.
drank, no man I did, no one did me, nothing did me any good. Oh Lord, even that
All right.
food, the food
Sister,
I'm
I said
putting.
all right, damn it. Yeah, sister just testifying. Lord have mercy. Pass the mic. There's other testimonies to be made in here, sister. All right, we know what your problem is. The food. Okay. Okay. So family, we have all that Saturn energy. And now it's new moon time. We know new moon is all about new cycles and making sure we have intention. We make sure we're carrying out some form of intention during this time. So just a couple of notes. Trusting, guys, I need everybody here to make sure they're trusting how the work you're doing in the present is going to manifest whatever results that God and universe wants you to see in your future. I've been talking to a lot of people this week. A common thing I'm seeing, like with just people I've been interacting with, even a couple of clients this week, and I'm seeing you guys too overwhelmed for trying to have what's gonna manifest in your future. And I get it. It's so much transformation going on. So when you're dealing with a lot of transformation in your life, it's almost like you jump into fight or flight mode. There's a natural nervous system response to try to get established and making sure your future is not as unstable as you may feel right in your present. But guys, there's only so much you can do to try to control the future by not being in the present. You're trying to control your future. You got to control one day at a time, gang. Don't let these energies speed y'all up. And time seems like it's moving faster than a mug, ain't it? Ain't it? So we got to be careful around this time, guys. Let's not trip ourselves up being a little bit too ahead of ourselves, especially with some of the energies we got manifesting this week. Because one of the big conjunctions out of the 4 conjunctions we were speaking about is going to manifest in the month of February. It's happening this week. Okay, gang. So I just want to make sure we're all as centered as possible in that space. You control today. You seize the day. Seize the day one day at a time. You lay one brick as perfect as possible. Next thing you know, Great Wall of China. All right. Do you hear what I mean? It was not overnight, family. It's not overnight, family. So trust your process, everybody. Trust your process. Now, another thing, I'm noticing a lot of people are in their transformation growth process and they're feeling some sense of hindrance, restriction, resistance from their partner. Okay. Now, if you're in a long-term commitment or something, you're in a marriage, I know that's a more complicated situation right there. And my only advice is to continue to be an example, family. And I know sometimes that's tough when you feel like the resistance is coming in your own household. All right. But guys, like I said, the world is under extreme transformation right now. And this is why I preach to the people that are single. This is why I preach to the people that are, if you ain't married, you're single. All right. Let's get that one across too. If you ain't married, you're single. Okay. And with that being said, if you're developing this connection with somebody, you guys, we cannot get too comfortable with how something's making us feel to disregard the reality of the direction we're building together, guys. Too often we get, yes, we want to be in the present, but when we talk about relationship activity, you have to understand y'all are building towards the future. Okay. And if we know we're making a pact, we're placing effort towards building towards the future, we need to know what we got in common and what we don't got in common. Okay. So, family, I've kind of been harping on this, highlighting this leading up to the new moon. I kind of been telling y'all, family, do not be trying to force loved ones, family members, mates in any type of shape or form to, join this journey that you're on. And I know it's tougher with your mates, especially like if you're in a situation, you in a relationship, you in a marriage. That's the tougher part. Okay. But that's something you have to understand when it comes into long-term commitment. That's something you got to understand about marriage. All right. We're not going to be in these states forever. When we married, we had, our own individual mind, feelings, and emotions. And we're going to continue to evolve, change, and transform in general. That's why the commitment we making is so goddamn serious, because you the person I want to go through these changes with. Family, do you? I mean, Lord have mercy. I'm just being used. That's all. That's it. You understand me, family? Who do you want to go through the changes with? You got to pick your poison. Ain't none of us perfect. We are imperfect beings, family. You hear me? But listen, this person right here, this connection is so potent. This understanding of each other is so divine. The feeling I get connecting to this person is so uplifting. I mean, their sense of upliftment and encouragement comes natural. It ain't something I got to force and get up out of them. When I come home from work, I know that big piece of chicken waiting for me with a little back of the neck massage. All right, woman, get me the chicken on this plate. Put Power Kanan on, because these last episodes is crazy. Bring them locks in here so I could get in that scalp. You ain't got to ask a brother to get in that scalp. No, you don't. You understand what I'm saying, family? All right now. All right. I'm just being used. So, family, you in a dating phase, you building potential connection with somebody right now. You better gauge all of this right now. You better gauge all of this right now. Understand how your transformation process is going to be affected and influenced by this partnership. Understanding where they're at in life, because it's not your duty, your job to try to force them to get aligned with something. That's why I tell you, I take your personal spiritual development as serious as possible when your ass is by yourself. Y'all be lonely by yourself, being thirsty to be with somebody. No, this is the time to hone in the opportunity to manifest somebody on your time. You ain't dealing with nobody. That's when you're supposed to be going. You're always supposed to be going in the name of the Lord when it comes into personal and spiritual development. But when you ain't really messing with nobody significantly, that's when you're supposed to be going in. That's when you're supposed to be extremely pouring into yourself. You're supposed to be extremely pouring into yourself to crystallize an environment for a person to walk right up in there in the same frequency vibration. Like, damn, you healing? I'm healing too. You growing? I'm growing too, sister. Let's grow together. Let's see if we can heal each other together. What about that one? What about that one right there? And guess what? When you're taking your healing spiritual development journey serious, family, sometimes I can't even get out the past the voice. Like, I really come on and be joke, but I've been sustaining this impression a little longer than I'm intentional about. But anyways, what the hell that nigga talking about? This pastor, that Boro nigga out. This is the real pastor. That nigga be trying to tell y'all he ain't real. I'm not real. I'm mixing myself up. All right. But anyways, all right, guys, this is how you reel this person in. I mean, this is what we're going to be talking about in a relationship Astro Masterclass. We're going to be, it's going to get crazy. But for real, family, when you lonely, this, and the third, I get it. We all got different traumas. We got different relationships with our parents. Some of us ain't feel that affection in the home environment, some type of shape before. And then when we manifest them few connections, the early relationship connections in our life, after that, it's to hell with being single. It's to hell with never having something to rub up against and connect and relate to. But when are you ever going to give yourself that chapter, that season, to embrace your own feelings, thoughts, and emotions and things you need to do, and all the things Spirit's trying to download for you to get on your P's and Q's with, right? I'm telling y'all, you take that phase serious in your life. You learn how to embrace solitude and isolation and detachment. That is the key to everything with the spiritual. That's why you think monks be on the top of the mountain, not saying nothing to nobody. They know that's how they get close to the source. And when you in that bag, now when you connect to people that is really just a temptation, it's really just a devil, family. You don't even get too deep into that. You cast that energy away. You're like, sister, you ain't gonna tempt me, sister. You're a beautiful sister. The old me would do some things to you that I don't even know a brother is capable of doing to a sister. Do you understand that, woman? But we ain't spiritually aligned, sister. I know that. I know that, sister. I can't waste your time. It's not about wasting my time. I don't want to waste both of our times. Family, do you know what? This new moon is just Lord have mercy. Ghetto films, Boys in the Hood, Ghetto Tongues, Ghetto Films, Juice, Friday. All right, family. Okay. Honor that self-growth process. All right. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes your partner, sometimes that be what messed the relationship. I ain't gonna say mess the relationship up, but that's what be putting the expiration date on the relationship, because the partner be like, yo, you doing too much. You doing too much growing and transforming. Like you're making it tough for me right now. But guess what? That's what a true mate's supposed to do, anyways. That's what a true mate's supposed to do, anyway. That's what your twin flame come in your life to do. Y'all want twin flame soulmates so bad, and you is not ready for that, because they're not going to enable you like your past partner that really just loved your comfort and your flesh, didn't give a damn about your growth, didn't give a damn about the things you needed to heal, didn't give a damn about your goddamn potential in life. They just needed you to play that comfort zone out in their life, and they needed to just come into your space and make sure you don't ask for no other extra nonsense, which is really ain't nothing extra, is what a true union is supposed to be about. Self-encouragement, inspiration, motivation, understanding, listening, having a listening ear. So family, don't play yourselves. Just don't play yourselves. Understand what environment it takes to attract these type of people in your life. All right. So there's a lot of people that'll play victim. There's a lot of people that'll play victim because based off of maybe you got a soul tie, maybe you manifested being in an environment based off of some of your alignments. You wasn't ready, but you manifested an environment where an opportunity to connect with a flame and a mate came around. Yeah, it blew up into smithereens. You wasn't mature enough for that at all. And you need to take that as a learning process, because we have a bunch of mates out there. It ain't no 1, 2. No, it's so many that we don't even bump into all of them in one lifetime. It's so many that it takes lifetimes for us to be like, damn, how, you know, I've been looking for you. Do you know that, woman? I've been getting locked up too much these past lifetimes. That's what it really is. I forgot to pay my taxes the first lifetime. Then I was robbing niggas the next. I had to deal with that karma first. That's why I've been away. Niggas got me for child support, the other one. Sometimes we begin in our own way. And our mates cannot find us. All right. Sister Taylor, do you know? Come here, sister. Sister, come to the front of the church. Yeah, I be acting shy when it's time to get anointed. If you send a plate, you know this water's coming. Come over here, sister. Get some of that. Get some of that right there, sister. Go and tell somebody about that anointing. All right. So, family, that's what we got going on with that. I really want everybody to honor that. I want everybody to honor the phases that you're going through with your own personal evolution. Let your external realm crystallize based off of what you got going on with yourself. Okay, stop trying to go out there, trying to find something. Look, you ain't never going to find nothing out. It's all up in here. When you work on this, they're going to find you. Trust me. All right. So we got that going on. Family, shout out to a very wise, intuitive lady that's expanding consciousness in this earth, divine feminine, Miss Wise Royalty. All right. Some of y'all are tapped into her on Instagram. All right. It's one of my spiritual colleagues. I learned so much from that woman. And I was watching her new moon live over the weekend. It's just something that, it was a lot of things she was saying, but it's just one specific thing that I heard. I felt like I needed to kind of, Libras, we be procrastinating, but she mentioned something about procrastination and how that develops Alzheimer's. All right. So if you have the type of personality where you're always pushing things, I'm going to do that later. I'm going to do this later. I'm going to handle that task later. Just cut that out. Get rid of that. Once again, we don't be understanding sometimes how energy manifests dis-ease. It ain't just your physical diet. It ain't just the tobacco. It ain't just this. This is why there's some niggas out here. They could do all the heavy drugs in the world. Well, not every drug. Not it's some things prayer can't heal. That fentanyl is the devil. All right. That crack is an eternal high. All right. But anyways, back to the word. All right. But there's some niggas out here. I mean, smoke weed every day. Live by the bottle. All right. But their energy might be in a different place. That physical substance ain't really stopping anything. There's some people out here probably eat a little crazy. You ain't eating nothing matching your blood type. You don't have a fast, nothing. You be like, why ain't nothing happening to this nigga right here? I ain't never seen my brother eat a smoothie, fruits, vegetables, nothing. This nigga ain't never got health issues. You don't know, his spirit might be in a good place. All right. So a lot of the times, energy, family, what's your energetic diet? Okay, be careful of the procrastination in the year of the 8 because we know everything is dealing with loops and cycles this year. All right. Next up. All right, just a couple of pointers I just been downloading recently. Y'all need to stay tapped in on Instagram because that's where I be letting them flow a lot of the times. But I just had to bring some of these to church service. Sister Tracism. I see you, good sister. Happy solar return to all my Aquariuses in the building. All right. Family, we say we desire a type of partner, but do they deserve you? Not do they deserve you? Is you gonna disappoint them? They come into your life and they just like, man, what have you been doing all this time? It took us so long to meet and you still on some bull job. Like, come on. Be who you want to attract, family. Don't disappoint that mate coming into your life. These opportunities be slim. Family. When we talk about meeting mates and twins and just harmonious it don't have to be a soulmate twin flame relationship for you to be in a very fruitful, prosperous relationship. That's another thing too. So we don't always have to put the focus on that, but we use those relationships as examples. All right. Does that person deserve that? Or do they deserve better? Do they deserve somebody that's doing as much work as they are right now? Okay, keep that in mind. You want your relationship, you want a certain partner, use that as a goal. Okay, you know what? I ain't even gonna worry about the mate. I'm finna just push myself to be the best person I can be. So when they get here, it's lit, it's up and it's stuck. All right. And lastly, guys, we're concluding part 2 of Saturn season. All right. 12th house Pisces season is right around the corner. Evolution season is right around the corner. I mean, the pregnancy stage, the womb. We about to get into that womb. The last stage before the real new year. All right. Family, what do you have going on right now that when you bump into your tribe members, because we've been talking a lot about tribe, right? In Saturn season, Aquarius season, what do you have right now that you're going to be able to relate and build and structure with them? What is that? Because you got to make sure you crystallize in something on your own. So when they come, they could just come and support. They could just come and uplift. They could just come and relate. All right. Let's keep intention. It's new moon time. That we all should have new intention of what's going on in our Aquarius house and how we conclude in Saturn season in general. Okay. Now, guys, before we just get into these energies, I just want to highlight working with the moon again. Okay. So all right, guys, let me just zoom in a little bit, a little some for the congregation. All right. I know some of y'all eyes be Pastor. I can't see the program a little too small. Sister Sacred Owl's in the building. Guys, if you need programs, Sister Sacred Owl got them. All right. You guys be just harassing other people trying to hear the word. Sister Sacred Owl's walking up and down the aisles. You need a program, holla at her. All right. You want to understand how to become a member in the church. She's right there. All right, family. Sister Sacred Owl, it's good to see you here. All right. All right. It's always a pleasure to see that, sister. I mean, a divine pleasure. All right, family. Guys, so I posted about working with the moon. This is really simple, guys. This is really simple. All right. But I know once again, we have newbies every day. So we got to make sure we're always grasping fundamentals. So for all my newcomers, they could just get on, right? They could just grasp things and they could catch up with us, right? It's new moon time. So now where's the cycle starting? The cycle has just started in your Aquarius house. Okay. So wherever your Aquarius house, understand that's the platform for a new foundation. Understand that's where a lot of new people, places, and things are going to be manifested into your life. And understand the fact that you have a new moon landing in your Aquarius house. That is the house that God, universe wants you to be intentional about in this specific chapter of your life. Okay. Now, the most important houses in this phase is going to be your Pisces house, your Aries house, your Taurus house, your Gemini house, your Cancer house, your Leo house, and then boom, full moon in Virgo. This is the emphasis all right here. All of this right here. So if you're an Aquarius ascendant, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. You got Aquarius in the midheaven, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Now understand this, family. Let's say you got Aquarius in the 5th house. Who's this? Libra rising, right? Let's say you got Aquarius in the 5th house. So the new moon just landed in your creation house, in the house of childlike activity. So some of them things are being reignited in your life. All right. You're gaining more awareness. You're feeling a strong intuitive call to take initiative, placing something on the stage, embracing new projects, new aspirations in a creative artistic expression. You're manifesting external influences, trying to highlight what you should be expressing, what you should be creating. So let's say you got Aquarius in the 5th house and you set intention like, you know what? I got the new moon in the 5th house. I'm gonna set this intention to deal with whatever form of creative expression and making sure I tap back into dealing with certain pastimes that fulfill me in some type of shape or form, right? Understand, as I'm saying, all these houses from Aquarius all the way up into Virgo as your important houses, that intention right here can get supported with a new person, a place, or thing in any one of these houses moving up to the full moon in Virgo. All right. In any one of these spaces, they could some support for that intention could pop out. It's not something that just manifests in this week, this, and the third. No, it's the whole phase. It's the whole new moon phase working up to the full moon. All right. So you can set all this intention right here, 5th house. We just pretending this is the 5th house, right? Or matter of fact, let's actually use it just to make it look visually more clear for others. Let's keep it right here, 6th house, right? Let's just say you got Aquarius in the 6th house. This is a Virgo ascendant or whatnot, right? Which this is really just where the ascendant is right now, where the eastern horizon is as we speak. So new intention dealing with things in the workplace. Let's say you want to transition into a new department in the workplace. Let's say you want to, you want to find a way to transition into making your side business a full business, whatever it is. And you set a new intention on that, like God, universe, please usher in any type of new people, places, and things, mentalities, attitudes, anything that I don't already know, anything that I already can't control on my own. I'm open. I'm ready to receive because I want to transform this space, good brother. All right. God be liking when you call him brother and make him feel like he's closer to you. All right. But anyways, brother, sister, let's not get too deep into that, family. Let's not get too deep into that. All right. Y'all losing your minds. As a matter of fact, let me talk about that real quick. Y'all be losing your minds calling God brother and sister. Who said it's a brother or a sister in the first place? All this gender activity is down here. Ain't nobody worrying about all that up there. All right, we all different type of entities past this 3rd dimension. It's unicorns, it's 3-headed niggas, it's all different type of thing once we get past this physical dimension here. Y'all getting too caught up. The black woman is God, man is God, woman is God. God is God. Yeah, until you're worrying about the wrong things. All right, I digress. So let's say right here, new intention on the workspace. You want to transform this mug. So then we move on to the 7th house. Okay, relationship activity. You might have something going on with a person, a conversation. This is an air house now. So it might be an interaction you have here that support that intention. Then you get into the 8th house. You might realize during the moon in that 8th house in Aries transit that there's something that you need to transform or something that you're dealing with an attachment that's going to help support that goal. Then you get into the 9th house. You might get taught about something. You might find the right teacher online in some type of space in your life that gives you some knowledge and wisdom or helps you to understand the wisdom you already have, knowledge you already have that can help your situation. Then you get in the 10th house. You might manifest a situation with somebody highlighting a situation, highlighting how the world already sees you, your social status, right? Your reputation in the world that could be manipulated to support the 6th house. And that would be one of the main places right there you'll manifest the support because that's a trine now. That's another earth house. So you already set intention on the earth house. And now you would want to make sure you are very aware of what's going on when the moon gets into that house. Then you get into the 11th house. Once again, it might be somebody you don't know from a hole in the wall, a stranger. Your girlfriend invites you to an event, baby shower. All right, go get your Burberry. And You might see something in the event. It might not even be a conversation. You might see something in that event that sparks an idea. Because now you're in 11th house space. That's where the moon is at. And you done set intention on your 6th house. It carries out. Then you get into the 12th house space. So now you might just be recollecting. You might have a dream. All right. So you see how that works, family? You got to be able to follow that moon. You set a new intention, it follows all the way. Then by the time we get to the full moon, right? By the time we get to the full moon in Virgo, now we know we detaching all the way working up to the new moon in Aries. So now we know everything that we just set intention on, right? We're seeing how these things accumulated. We're seeing everything we've gathered, the new information, the new support, the new guidance, the new downloads, the new sense of awareness to help that 6th house intention. Then we get into the full moon in the 1st house or full moon in Virgo. Now you know these houses are most important, working up to the next new moon in Aries. This is how you work with manifesting, guys, with the moon. The more you can stay in alignment with the vibration of the world, the more you stay in tune with what's going on. The more you know not to participate with something, or the more you know when it's time to throw everything up in the air. Okay, so we're in throw everything up in the air phase right now. That's where we at. All right, family. All right, you see Sister Sacred Owl putting that Cash App there. I love the collection plates, but I love the Cash Apps. All right, YouTube be taxing a brother. All right, they putting two. You're not even supposed to be taxing the church. I thought this was a tax-free business. That's why I got in this in the first place. I mean, excuse me, fam. I wasn't supposed to say that. Excuse me, fam. I act like Pastor didn't just say that. Yo, y'all ever seen that video? Y'all ever seen that video when it was like a pastor being interviewed for all the things he was spending money on in church? This shit old as hell. They're like, all right, designer Gucci belts, vacations here, this, that, and third. He's like, yeah, you know, I had to go on that vacation to get new experience to give the word to the family. Oh yeah, the Gucci belts and the limo services. That's just for the, like, pastor, you just give it up. The jig is up. All right. The jig is up. You know, and damn well pastors be out here hustling the people, hustling the word of God. But guess what? Karma gonna do his thing on that. All right. You don't play with that. All right. There's some niggas out here. There's some spiritual teachers out here. And then there's some niggas that got the nerve to copy their account and make scammer accounts and be in niggas' DMs at, hey, guy, I got a reading for you. Them niggas' karma is finna be set up so crazy. You really you hustling spirituality? You scamming spirituality? Are you nuts? How much of a low vibration you gotta be in? But anyways, I digress, family. Let's get back focused. Dr. Umar voice, let's get back focused. So you get into that full moon in Virgo, and now you know everything that we need to detach is gonna pop up in each house. So by the full moon in the 1st house, boom, first house is fully illuminated. Everything that you're personally connected, everything that you're personally connected to, every person, place, or thing in your personal life, things dealing with your personal expression, things with how you look at yourself personally. That's one of the biggest things right there. It's not even just about what you're connected to, what's going on in your personal life. Your perception of yourself when you get a moon in the 1st house transit, let alone a new or full moon perception, that may have to be refined. Because what's the point of setting all this intention, this, that, and the third? You may not even look at yourself as personally capable. All right. So that attitude may have to be refined, how you look at yourself. Then we get into the 2nd house. You may have to fall back with how you spending your bread in some type of shape or form, how you budgeting things, what you pouring value into. Then the full moon gets in the 3rd house. You're going to probably have manifested conversation, your cousin, sibling, somebody calling you, draining you. And now you're realizing like, yo, I need to detach from this friend because they be tripping. Full moon getting into the 4th house, you start realizing something you let close into the home. Oh, this is a full moon in the 4th house. Don't be no joke. But we're not even talking about the full moon. Excuse me. Just the moon transits in general in the 4th house, let alone new and full moon. So who just had this transit? Aquarius in the 4th house. Who's this? My Scorpio risings. Scorpio rising just had a new moon in the 4th. So there should be all different type of new intention that y'all setting with things transforming in the household. You want to get a new crib. This was the time to set intention on that. You want to heal things in your home environment. This was the time to ask God to lead you towards that solution. You probably had some spiritual, emotional breakthroughs, or they're coming up. They're about to come up in this phase with your parents, with your loved ones, with your partner, with your husband, with your wife. Okay? Then you got the moon transit in the 5th house. So you're going to see there's something that with your expression you might have to detach from. You might got children. And the way you was expressing yourself to your children about how they should be showing up in some type of shape or form is a little bit too extreme, is a little bit too condescending. And you realize that you might have your child tell you, Mom, I ain't gonna lie. You know, I love you, but you be talking to me crazy. Like I'm 17, I'm about to be a senior. You be talking to me like I'm a little ass boy, and I don't think I deserve that, Ma. You like, damn, you such a young, wise brother that I birthed. This me talking to my mom. I like, Ma, I'm a junior. I know damn well you ain't just trying to slap me. They be mad as hell when you block that slap. When you old enough to block the slap. When you young and try to block, you know it's really your ass. I know this little nigga think he going through puberty, think he doing something. You getting all them little tingly feelings down there for them little bald-headed girls in your school, and you think you're able to do something with your mother in here. You get your ass whooped trying to block that hit too early. You gotta wait till you get into that junior range. Well, your mom shouldn't even be doing nothing. Well, you know teenagers is crazy. You try to block that slap, you gotta wait till then, y'all. You gotta wait till then. That's when they get that. You're a junior, senior, they try to hit you, and you block it. That's when they get that realization, like, damn, what am I doing? This little girl grew up too fast. This is the pre-adult right now. They're going through their nodal return. All right, you gotta put a little bit of respect on their name. So you get the moon transit in the fifth house. Your child might say something to you around this time. You might realize you gotta adjust your expression in some type of shape or form. All right. It might be something you're dealing with a creative project. You might have been forcing it, right? You in the studio, this, that, and the third. You just, no, we're gonna get it right. Your engineer telling you, like, yo, we could just come back to this. I'm telling you, just let's come back. Let's revisit this. I think the hooks sound good and everything. You just you're forcing it right now. You're like, brother, we finna get this album done overnight. Give a damn what you said. All right, these streaming services is paying. We got to get this done. Okay, you got to be able to flow a little bit better. All right, learn how to fall back when we're dealing with the full moon transit phase, when we following the presence of the moon transit after a full moon peak, and then boom, we back in the 6th, 7th house. You know how that goes. 6th house, maybe certain things with responsibilities. You got too much priorities on your back in some type of shape or form. You holding too many responsibilities. I was just talking to somebody right now, not too long ago, during the week, and they was telling me how they're the type to always uphold responsibilities in the home environment even when they know they can't. So that would be that type of transit. You get the moon transit in the 6th house after a full moon transit, and you like, yo, I got to tell my mom I can't show up here. I got to tell my loved one over here I can't show up for that. I got to tell this nonprofit group I can't make that. That's when you know that's when you know it's spiritually right to fall back from a situation. Because sometimes I get it. Your word is your bond. And you should honor that all the time. But there's times you done signed up for something, this, that, and third. You start feeling guilty, this, that, and third. All right. You know, I'm a Libra. We'll ghost when we all right. All right. But you know when it's right or wrong. You should know when it's spiritually right or wrong to hold a commitment, or you know when it's okay, especially when you got people telling you, yo, go ahead, get your rest, it's all right. We got it. It's okay. Okay. Y'all should know how to gauge these things. Okay. And then the moon transit in the 7th house after a full moon peak. Y'all should already know what's up with that. Y'all should already know what's up with that one. Okay, so guys, this is how you follow the moon. Let's get into the transits. I should have been time stamping that. All right, I'll come back to that later. I will come back to that later. All right, guys. Happy new week once again. Happy solar return. All my Aquarius is in the building. All right. You beautiful people. All right. A pretty Aquarius girl be looking like a sexy alien. Come here with your big forehead, chinky eyes having self. What planet you come from? You from an asteroid or something? How you get down here? Sexy alien girl. All right. Anyways. Sunday the 11th, guys. All right. We hold on. Let me get the timestamp popping. All right. Listen, once again, I realize, y'all, it ain't the long church sessions that's a problem. It's the no timestamps that's the problem. A church member left a comment on the live stream on the Boroscopes last week and said, Pastor, the service is hitting, but you're gonna have to timestamp that motherfucker like 20 likes. I said, damn, the church is voting for this right here. Okay. Okay, all right. So, family, boom. Moon, we wake up today, Sunday 11th, the moon in Pisces. We got that nice spiritual alignment. Sun in Aquarius, moon in Pisces. Definitely some channeling going on in the name of potential energy, in the name of understanding how we can manifest something that we have a strong aspiration for, that we have a vivid dream for, in the sense of our community groups and partnerships. We've seen how people we surround ourselves with can add on to the dream, how we can add on to other people's dream. We feeling encouraged to uplift other people with their potential in some type of shape or form. All right. And the neighbor signs. I was just speaking about this. Once again, this is some of the things we're gonna be covering in my relationship masterclass. Link in the description. Sacred Hour. You could go ahead and blast that, John. All right. All right. All right. Should be in my description. But with that being said, neighbor signs is one of the most slept on pairings when it comes into relationship activity. They're one of the most slept on pairings. All right. You gotta understand, once again, there's certain things that everything is angles, family. Everything is angles. They could have slid astrology into geometry class. That would have been the best class to mesh things with astrology. All right. All right, guys. Today we're dealing with square angles. Now, the square signs in the zodiac that have a 90-degree angle: Aries, Capricorn, Libra. Okay, today we're dealing with opposite angles, guys. We know how far is the opposite angle, guys? 180 degrees. What signs in the zodiac are 180 degrees away from each other? The opposite signs. There we go, family. See how these things just correlate and mesh? Everything is geometry. Everything is math at the end of the day. Everything is numbers. Everything is dealing with angles and positioning. Okay, so when we're looking at the neighbor signs, you can't be sleeping on these signs. Some of these signs be your favorite sibling, favorite cousin. Some of these signs be your favorite that ex you still talk to. Damn near getting a conversation with the new partner. Like, listen, I'm sorry, it's just that we have such a dope bond. The new partner ain't trying to hear that. I ain't gonna lie, that's wrong too. If it's real, you cut off every person in the past for that. I swear to God, y'all, if y'all let anybody get away with that excuse right there, that is disrespectful. It should be that shows that the person not even really invested in you. Newsflash. If they still feel like they got to keep communication with somebody that they dealt with in the past, and even if they're not doing nothing with them, if they just friends, they should be able to tell that person, yo, listen, this new John that I'm seeing everything in right now, such a fulfilling space that we in, they don't really like what's going on between me and you. So if anything, hit me if it's an emergency. Cut all this casual nonsense. I ain't trying to be an a-hole about it, but this is special, and I'll be damned if you mess this up. All right. And it should be nothing wrong with that. If they get mad with that, so what? That's your ex. So what? So what? Okay. Honor what you got going on with your new partner. Y'all be wrong. Y'all be so wrong. And don't let somebody project on you being like, what? That's my ex though. Like, we good friends to stand a third. I was talking to my ex a while back. I remember she asked me, "Would you wouldn't invite me to your wedding?" Hell no. For what? For what? She's like, I'd invite you. I said, I would not go. The fuck? What I want to be at your wedding for? Nigga buy the cheese and shit. You're like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I used to tear her shit up. I hope that I'll be curious about that nigga tearing her shit up the way I used to, but I ain't gonna lie. She looking alright though. I might go see what's up with her real quick. Her sister, look, I used to want to mess with her sister. Nigga drunk by the cheese stand, just talking a bunch of nonsense. Why would I even put myself in that predicament? Then my new girl come hear me talking about my ex-girl at the go upside my head. It's like, babe, it's the Hennessy. You know I ain't mean none of them things. All right? All right, you know what? Let's go. I didn't even want to be here in the first place. Get into a whole bunch of nonsense. All right? Leave y'all exes in the past. If y'all not over your ex, go let them know that and see how they feel. Maybe it's something you can rekindle out this mug. Y'all be moving wacky out here. Once again, don't let them project on you and say that they got to keep ties with their ex. That is so wrong. Anyways, but the neighbor signs, I'm telling you, family. Sister, inner work with Lex. Sister, what fabric is that green? Is that like a new form of silk? What is that? I know it ain't polyester. That polyester be itching a little bit. Be a little, my brother got eczema. That'll be a little intense on my skin now. All right. What's going on, sister? Inner work with Lex. Okay. But the neighbor signs, they be the ones. Because when we talk about angles, you see things on your neighbor sign that don't know. Okay, just look at it like this, family. Really look at it like this. I promise you, when you really think about it, I promise you, anything crazy that you could bring up about any sign, Aries, I'm gonna use you an example. It'll just be so easy to drag you. Aries, they impatient and aggressive. I bet you Taurus and Pisces be the ones that know how to deal with that the most out of a lot of different people. Pisces and Taurus know how to deal with Aries intensity or impatience, this and the most. Damn near don't even be fazed by it at times. The neighbor signs be knowing how to deal with the negativity of their sign way better than some of us other people be doing. All right. I know how to deal with the craziness of a Virgo woman and the craziness of a Scorpio woman like nothing. The things that my bros would complain to me like, yeah, bro, this Virgo chick, she be on my body, always trying to ask where I'm at, what I'm doing all the time. I'm like, brother, give her what she need then. I'm gonna have quick solutions. All right. Yo, bro, I'm dealing with this Scorpio chick. She's so mysterious. I don't know what's going on in there. Brother. All right. You got to give and take. Make her connect. All right. I'll have the hacks for them. Okay. So when it comes into your neighbor sign, I promise you, family, you're going to know how to deal with their dark side a little bit better. And right now, we in the neighbor sign alignment, Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Pisces. So when it comes into understanding how to connect to different parties, because, Aquarius is that fixed air. Aquarius ain't really changing its delivery. It ain't really changing its delivery for people. But you got the moon in Pisces now. So it brings a different understanding of how the tone of the message should be. All right. What message is needed to be connected right now? What message? They're both dealing with connecting to the collective consciousness. 11th and 12th house. Both of these houses specialize in these spaces, dealing with the outside realm. 11th house, dealing with outside in general, external realm. 12th house is dealing with the understanding of the collective, understanding of everybody's subconscious, everybody's emotions. The 4th house is your emotions and the tight loved ones. It's not everybody's emotions. It's your parents, your close loved ones, family matters, everything private to you. 8th house is starting to get there, dealing with the emotions of others on a broader level because it comes right after the 7th house. So the 8th house is really how we go through a transformation, dealing with something in the 7th house, whether we got broken up with and there's a deep transformation, or we just got married and this is a deep transformation. That's why when we get to the 8th house, now we're dealing with joint resources, shared resources. All right. So it's positive and negative. But nothing's really positive, negative in that space. Transformation. But the 8th house is the concentration of what fixed emotion you want to have based off of your relationship activity. That's why Scorpios and 8th house is dealing with so much intention with healing, because let's say you just got out of this transformative situation or relationship. Now you get into it. Now you're in the 8th house space. You're understanding what type of fixed emotion you need to heal. You're understanding what type of fixed emotion and mentality you need to keep your marriage together. What about that one? To keep your marriage together, to keep your union together, right? What type of fixed emotional attitude do we need to have? That's why Scorpios don't be playing with y'all when they finna get into some type of connection or whatnot. They trying to get that established. All right. Do we have the same mutual emotional intention about this? And then they could pick up when they sometimes Scorpio ain't the best expressing and communicating things, but they could pick it up though. They could pick up when we ain't on the same page with our intention about what's going on, or somebody with a lot of 8th house placements. Somebody with a lot of 7th house placements might override these things at time because they're so geared into they're so flabbergasted about the creation of the relationship. They're so high and inspired about just coming together in general. But the process after that is everything that transforms once y'all become a union. Everything that transforms once y'all move in together. Okay, so we got that going on. But when you get into the 12th house space, now you're dealing with the you feeling emotions of everybody. So that's why people with a lot of 12th house placements, a lot of Pisces placements, this is why you want to talk to them. This is why you want to confide in them. This is why you sometimes take advantage of their time and their space, because you never have somebody listen to you, understand you like this on that type of level. This is why you have luminaries in this area. You could feel bombarded to the times. It may be some people in here it may be some people in here, you know, somebody with the sun and moon in this house, and you be like, Boro, they is not there to listen to nobody. Yeah, because they already, they got to a point, they so extremely fatigued by the world. At this point, they don't want to deal with none of our funky job-headed selves. It's the BT cuss words. So that's why you got that sibling, parent, friend, partner, got moon in that house, stellium in the 12th house. You be like, what's all this healing, understanding energy? They's isolated. They damn near detached. Yeah, they done went through too much experiences. They got to initiate a healing journey in their life because they done went through too many experiences being fatigued being this person, or not understanding that's part of their responsibility in a way. And they just saying that to hell with that responsibility. So guys, there's all different type of light and dark charges to our energies, but that's the energy that we in right now. So you're kind of being more understanding. Okay, Pisces energy, we're having things dealing with spiritual development more in our mind right now, but we're more understanding about the emotional stance of people that we're dealing with. You know, you may have a coworker, you may have somebody you're building something with, or your mate in some type of shape or form, and you may have been discouraged with their behavior and with something in some type of shape or form, and now you're becoming a little bit more understanding. You're probably realizing that they're going through different phases in their life, and you got to give them grace in some type of shape or form. When the moon gets into Pisces, who don't love a moon in Pisces transit? The mutable signs, because y'all on the hot seat. All right, Gemini, Sag, and Virgo. All right. So y'all's gonna have to deal with a little bit more emotion than y'all often like to. Okay. And the lucky day signs is my Pisces, my Cancers, my Scorpios, my Capricorns, and Tauruses to start the week. Okay. So the moon spends the day in Pisces, but is also harmonizing with Uranus, guys. All right. So we got the moon harmonizing with Uranus and harmonizing with Venus. So yes, we have that influence of wishful thinking, being more compassionate, more understanding, of the subconscious of others in some type of shape or form. But at the same time, with the moon, whenever the moon is in contact with Uranus, it wants to take initiative to change or transform something when it identifies what needs to be changed and transformed. But Venus in harmony also settles it down. So right now we're in the energy where we are very, and this is coming off a new moon, so we're very turned up about making whatever changes and transformations to things that we build in, structuring, especially if our heart is in it. So you kind of got to stay centered, stay in the present. But if you see something that you need to tweak, and you can set the initiative, you can set a precedent with it. Go after it, family. Do what you got to do. You see something that needs to be tweaked in your connection with somebody right now. It's like, yo, I see so much potential with this person, but damn, I kind of forgot to. We in honeymoon phases right now. We getting to really know each other right now. It's really, I forgot to mention this important thing that they should know at this phase of the connection, and it could transform the rest of this. It could transform the rest of this. I didn't get a chance to tell them I might want to commit to open relationships in my life. I kind of forgot to mention that. All right, I kind of forgot to mention that. All right. Moon in Pisces harmonizing with Venus and Capricorn. So that's already showing you, no matter how discouraged you may have been when it comes into structuring and building something in some type of shape or form, now we're seeing more of the positive, optimistic outlook of how to readjust our emotional intention. Sometimes it ain't about the physical process, what you may be doing physically and waking up every day routine wise, and the tangible things you're doing to work and build something may be cool, but you may not be trusting your process. You may not be having the right amount of faith and belief in your process. So the moon harmonizing with Venus helps to get that, adjusted. Also, with us being more gentle about understanding what needs to be built and structured amongst things with love matters, guys. Just be careful not having Uranus, turn us up too much, because it's coming down to what we value. Moon harmonizing with Venus, Venus values, right? Uranus is in Taurus, Venus ruled sign. So when it comes into anything we love, we like, we value, we can be a little bit turned up right now. All right. You could really want to be under your partner's skin right now. Like, where you at? I don't care. You at a Super Bowl party. I don't give a damn. A brother at the Super Bowl party right now, he's like, I could give a damn about these Redskin Indian chief niggas. This is a mockery. None of you niggas is from the Blackfoot tribe, the Apache tribe, none of that. Niggas ain't chiefs. Them niggas was doing real rituals. All right? Everybody black swear they, yeah, I got Indian in my family. You don't know nothing about the Aboriginals. Yeah, all you know is curly hair, and you think you Indian. What, Boro? I mean, what black people you see have this curl? Get that 4-seat bull job out of here. Okay. But that's what's going on. Make sure you ain't doing too much in the name of love. There's a brother right now at the Super Bowl party. There's all this Venus and moon hitting, all this Venus energy, Uranus and Taurus, man. It's like to hell with these current circumstances. I'm out of here, fellas. I watched this game at home with my shorty. I don't know why I'm even here. I know she mad as hell that I could be at the crib watching the Super Bowl privately, where I'm here with you funky job-headed niggas. You niggas need girlfriends. All right. There's a brother right. I promise you there's a brother out there doing that. Okay. So that's what we got going on with the moon's activity today. All right. I wrote in parentheses right here. That's why we can be intense about the outcomes of love matters and love potential, creative potential. All right. Everything I already said. Moving on, beautiful people. Let's move on. Okay. Nah, timestamp for that ass. All right. All right. See what's popping on Moon Day. Let's see what's popping on a Moon Day, family. Okay. All right. All right. Brace yourselves because the moon is entering the first house, family. Moon enters Aries, 8:27 a.m. Okay, so the lucky days shift to my Aries, my Sagittarius, my Leos, my Aquariuses, my Geminis. All right, and y'all know who's on the hot seat? Them cardinal signs. All right, so Libra, watch out. Capricorn, Cancer, watch out. Make sure you set some initiative because when the moon is in Aries, the way people be trying to play with y'all is try to act like y'all ain't got no self identity. People be trying to impose their self identity on y'all, impose their personal passions and goals on y'all. Y'all may be the ones get into an extreme energy and try to do that too. Libra, you might try to take your ideology and feel like your partner has to honor your ideology about something just because they're your partner. It's like you forgetting they got individuality too. Cancer, you forgetting that because you love your partner so much, you love up on them, you do this, that, and the third for them. They have to love you back this way. Don't be doing that. Don't do that, Cancer. Get back to understanding that moon. Use that moon energy and get back to understanding their individuality in a way that their love language is set up this way. Just because you like gifts don't mean that, they might like words of affirmation. All right. A brother like me like that quality time and that touch thing. I like that touch love language thing. If I can't touch you, I don't know what I gotta be able to touch something. Your spirit, lock, scalp, something. Thighs. All right. Sorry, y'all. I got a little too carried away last live. I was putting hands and scalps, sniffing my hands and whatnot. My kinkiness was starting to show a little bit. All right. So we got that. And then in Capricorn, you be in a workspace right now. You trying to work and structure something. Somebody like Capricorn, look, I think you should work on it this way. It's like, nigga, I think you should back the flip up. That's what I think. I've been doing just fine, brother. All right, you coming here trying to impose the law. That's you working on the same project I'm trying to work and build in my life. This is how I want to run my church. You run your church that way. Okay? So don't let cardinal signs, be careful of people projecting on you their personal ideologies, their personal intent, their I am influence on you, and be careful you not being extreme doing that. Okay? And then when it comes into the lucky day signs, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius, Gemini, a super lucky day for Aquarius to start the week. You got to make sure that the things that y'all have personal intention of, that y'all are able to notice the people, places, and things that could come into your life and support it. Point blank, period. I could just run into situations where y'all personal passions can be supported and uplifted to start the week. Okay. Now, before so just in parentheses, Moon and Aries determined, direct, but impatient. All right. Determined, direct, but impatient, especially when it comes into the potential you see in building projects, personal passions, and love matters. We may want partners to express things or make decisions on our own time. we can't get too much deep into that bag. Ain't nobody saying don't present the issue. Ain't nobody says don't present your feeling emotion, but your partner may have to sit on that thought for a little bit, may have to sit on what you just presented to them for a little bit, right? You pressing them about this, that, and the third, and you forcing them to make a decision about something overnight. It don't work like that. Some of y'all Aries, Venus and Aries in here. I'm sorry. Some of y'all Venus and Aries in general, Aries ain't got no Venus energy. Aries, don't get mad because I be talking about how everybody, Libra don't got no Sun, Mars energy. Relax. I'm tired of y'all saying I be extra dragging Aries. Okay, maybe I do. Sorry, Aries. Not sorry. Sorry. But when it Aries, you don't got no Venus energy like that. Sometimes y'all be rushing a brother trying to make a decision. Venus and Aries, I swear, I meet a chick, she got that Venus Aries. I be like, oh man, damn. Sometimes you can't even enjoy. I'm a Libra. I like foreplay like a mug. Libras, we like kissing. We like kissing like a mug. Sometimes we kiss too long. Aries be like, all right, boy, come on. Put it in me. I be like, woman, let me just suck up on you a little bit first. You be rushing everything. Damn. You got your Libra boyfriend in the kitchen cooking. Aries woman, come on, babe, hurry up. Damn. I'm like, woman, what you want to eat this shit raw? This ain't sushi. This is meatloaf, baby. All right, take some time to bake this thing. I'm telling you, that that Aries woman, she want it and she want it now. She want it and she want it now. All right. But it ain't nothing that can't be handled with every sign. It ain't nothing that can't be handled with every sign. There's a nigga right now got girl got an Aries stellium, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Mars. He know how to handle all that shit. All right. There ain't nothing that can't be handled. Okay. But just be careful trying to make people make decisions on your own time. That's not relax right now. Relax. Okay. And the moon is also going to be harmonizing, sextiling Mars and Pluto early in the day, and Venus. So moon and Aries. So it's going to be harmonizing with the planets on the this Aquarius cusp. So we got the moon transiting that water fire cusp. Okay. The passionate, compassionate one. All right. When we talk about that Pisces, Aries cusp, one of the most creative cusp in general. I mean, this cusp, these niggas could improvise. I mean, just throw the canvas at them. Like, okay, well, you got a paintbrush? You got anything? Oh, I don't need a paintbrush. I'll just use this, that little piece of nigga using burnt Palo Santo to. I don't need no paintbrush. I just throw this nigga in the studio. This nigga gonna freestyle for. I got ash all over my laptop. This nigga gonna freestyle for 10 minutes straight. No pause, no breaks. I ain't never seen niggas improvise the way these niggas be improvising with creativity. All right, they some savvy talkers too. You gotta watch them. But yeah, so we got that harmony right there. That sextile to Mars and Pluto early in the day. Okay. Before the moon gets into Aries, excuse me. So before the moon gets into Aries, we're dealing with more so of that sextile energy while the moon is leaving Pisces, right? Because you got that Capricorn Pisces cusp, but when the moon gets deeper into Aries, now we're dealing with more of a square energy. So we're gonna start to square Venus when it gets into deeper stages of Aries throughout the week. On what's that? Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah, to just understand in the morning. When we wake up in that rise, I don't know how early y'all finna wake up, but when we wake up in our rise, in that sense of being more understanding with things with love matters, we got a short time frame for that. As we get later into the day, once we get past 8 a.m., 9 a.m., once we end the day, that's it. Moon and Aries, we a little too turned up. Okay, so keep all those things in mind. I was saying, especially about imposing decision making on your partners. Very important that we don't do that. Okay. Timestamp that, John. Moving on, Tuesday, guys, the 13th. The 13th, okay? Sister Whitney G, I see your family. Brother TJ, Sister LV Ski, long time sister. Are you okay, sister? We've been praying for you. It's good to see you at church, sister. All right, tell the loved ones I said all right. Tell the loved ones I said, all right. Yeah, tell them they know what that means. Pastor say that. All right. All right. Now, when we get Tuesday, y'all, February 13th, Mars Day. All right, this is when we start getting into some real action this week, guys. This is when we start getting into some real action. All right. Mars enters Aquarius, family. Mars enters Aquarius March 22nd on a Mars day. You see how universe got that aligned? All right. You see how universe does that? All right. So it's Mars is going to be stationed in Aquarius until the 22nd. Aries, you need to know Mars going to be in Aquarius to start your season. All right. It's only really for a day though. Like we get into Aries season, and then Mars moves into Pisces season, moves into Pisces like the second day of Aries season. But it's important to know where your ruler is at in the start of your season, the solar return season. All right. So when we're talking about, I mean, I've been on top of Aries for a while now, talking about how much the 11th house space is favoring y'all. There's some Aries out here right now, some Aries sun moon risings. It's some people y'all done met from a hole in the wall. Some people you might have met in church, online, outside, and they's just helping change your life in mad different ways right now. You better honor that. Okay. So we got that going on, but Mars enters Aquarius until March 22nd. This is one of the most revolutionary, yet rebellious, yet truth seeking, yet you can't tell this placement to like calm down with the occult. Like if they enter the occult, if they enter like learning about secret societies and the matrix, there ain't no turning this down. Just don't be around them. You're gonna hear that from them. You're gonna hear about how voting is rigged. You're gonna hear about all of that. Presidents is just puppets and faces. Like, all right, these is really the few families that run the world. All right, you got the Rockefellers. You ever heard of the Rothschilds? All right, do your research. This is all online. What are you doing, brother, sister? This is all as the age of Aquarius. You got to use these tools to transform your consciousness, family. It's like, all right, Malcolm X combined with Marcus Garvey combined with Freddie Hampton. Can you relax for a little bit? I ain't never say I don't want to learn, but damn, throwing too much at a brother at one time. Use a fusion of all of these niggas. Okay. So yeah, Mars and Aquarius ain't playing. If they got an ideology about something, all right, Aquarius, if they got an ideology, if they have a certain, belief system about something, Mars is taking that to the moon. And this placement is so powerful when it comes into gathering people in the same state, gathering people on the same page in the name of a passion. Oh no, they could lead a revolt. You can lead a revolt with this placement. Like, this is one of them ones. Hitler probably, I don't know, this nigga just came to my mind. This nigga just came to my mind. That nigga got Mars and Taurus. He gathered niggas in the name of a value. Yeah, Capricorn moon, damn. Wait, this is ascendant? And that nigga was a Libra ascendant. Yeah, he was, oh, damn, that makes sense. Yeah, Libra ascendant. And his ruler is in the 7th house. They said he was a really good speech. He gave really good speeches, and the way he articulated himself. So his personal ideals he knew how to connect that into the 7th house. They got Venus and Mars and the Sun in the 7th house. So that's just too much influence on the external realm. They got Uranus conjunct the ascendant. So the nigga was his personal idea. This is me right here. His personal ideals and belief systems a little bit off the wall. All right. Maybe a lot of it. All right. Maybe just a little, okay. All right. We ain't gonna drag ourselves too much, but all right, we off this nigga. I don't know. That just came to mind. All right, but yeah, a nigga that got the power to rally up people like that in the name of a revolt, in the name of something that needs to be transformed, right? Somebody trying to lead a boycott, trying to get mad people to get on the same page about something we need to change or transform. Get the Mars and Aquarius nigga. They gonna make people that didn't even think it was an issue. Like, you know what? You're right. We shouldn't ride them buses. They's using us. And they keep raising the damn price. All right. When I was growing up in New York City as a little young dun, when I started taking the bus to school, that mug was 75 cents. Ain't that joint like $3 now? They taking advantage of us, family. We gotta. It comes a time you gotta fight. All right, you gotta fight the good fight, and that's what Mars and Aquarius is gonna remind you. The only thing is, when you date them, just know if they is polyamorous, that's not changing. If they want to do open relationships, that's not changing. That's not changing, family. I promise you. This sounds like something Bora was telling me in my career reading. Shout out to brother Christopher Joseph. All right, brother. I hope that John really resonated with you and brought some clarity. All right, you need a career consultation. Y'all know where to go, family. Y'all know where to go. Okay. But yeah, Mars in the 11th house, Mars in Aquarius ain't no joke. And we're going to see some of these influences out in the world. But you know, it ain't just about Mars entering Aquarius, family. It's not about that. That's not really just what's packing all the power and the punch. It's about the Mars and Pluto conjunction, guys. It's about that Mars and Pluto conjunction. All right, guys. This is one of them ones. All right. So if we're talking about transformations, revolts, warfare, clashes of individuality in the war in the world right now, there's a lot going on in the world if y'all's paying attention and whatnot. So that's gonna get turned up. We may see a lot of new developments with things dealing with warfare in the world in general. So for a lot of y'all that's real sensitive and whatnot, y'all be picking up vibes going on in motherfucking Australia and whatnot. And you see one little headline in the news, brace yourself this week. Brace yourself. The media is going to be so turned up this week. Brace yourself, all right? If you ain't going to find ways to support niggas going through it in other spaces and places, if you just learn to pray and protect and show gratitude for what you got going on, because there's going to be a lot of intensity in their airwaves. You know, Aquarius rule media, rule propaganda, it rule narratives amongst the media. Pluto rule propaganda. So this is why Pluto coming into Aquarius is so pivotal in general, and why we need to understand how to. If you thought they was programming us already through the TV, through the television, through social media in different type of ways, it's gonna get even more turned up with Pluto and Aquarius. They don't want you to have your own mind in this generation. So you gotta understand, for every transit that we have that we can always use, we can use every energy in transit. We can access all of these influences. That's why we go to church, to understand how we could use these energies in our favor. But understand, they don't want us to know that. And understand the powers that be, they're manipulating the fuzz out of these transits as much as possible. So when we get this Mars and Pluto conjunction in Aquarius, guys, you know, you got to understand also, you know, let's bring it down some. Let's bring it down a notch. We got all these relationship podcasts. All these, everybody, you know, everybody giving their viewpoints on things dealing with relationship activity. Some of it is to uplift, some of it is to expand consciousness and help people heal, help people start a new process in their life to transform how they look at relationship activity, get back to what's natural. Some people projecting, you know, some people regurgitating. Okay, some people ain't been through the trenches with things in relationship activity, not really on no real healing journey, but they got the nerve to get on social media and try to tell you what's good for you, family. How does that work? So you gotta be careful who you even paying attention to. And y'all spiritually inclined here. So we all know when it's real. And sometimes, you know, you might have a nigga or a woman or whoever give a message out, and at that point, you might have just needed to hear that, regardless of who the messenger is. But we always have to be careful when we start getting to idol worshiping just because somebody's doing this, that, and the third. Influencer, y'all know how I be talking about idol worshiping amongst these artists. You do not know Beyonce. Like, I'm sorry, you don't know her personally. You don't know none of these hoes. I don't know Future. I don't know none of these Freemason ass niggas what they doing behind the scenes. If I knew them personally, it would probably motivate me even more not to listen to their music. So stop idol worshiping these niggas. It's weird. It's so weird. It's just weird. All right. Ain't no real niggas out here to really ain't got no Malcolm X's out here. These was the niggas. I ain't saying to idol worship nobody in general. Ain't nobody God, but these was the niggas to exalt. Brother Malcolm, Brother Garvey, Brother Hampton, Asata. Y'all's exalting the wrong niggas right now. These the niggas they want us to. Meg Thee Stallion drop a music video. Y'all don't know how to act. Ice Spice, Tangerine Head Self. Y'all don't know how to act. You don't know these hoes. I'm sorry. Y'all know how I use the word hoes. All right. Sometimes I got aunties in my family. They be acting like hoes sometimes. I be like, auntie, you know you being a little hoish right now, auntie. Like, shut up, Boro. I'm like, my bad. Sorry. I know I just be keeping it too real sometimes. All right. Sometimes I was a hoe sometimes in my former life. All right. But this is why we at church, because we repenting. All right. We repenting. So y'all know I'm gonna add the humorous undertone to everything, but guys, I'm telling y'all, this shit finna get turned up in the name of propaganda and how puppets are used in the media, how warfare around the world is projected on you. Listen, if you ain't finna send a GoFundMe, if you ain't starting to do something personally to support them, I guess maybe posting about things spreads awareness. Maybe you ain't as sensitive as other people. You know, the world, they try to keep the world in fear in so many different ways. You have love and then you have fear. Which one of y'all, which one of these energies you gonna choose to vibrate on? Which one, family? You have to make a decision with all this energy in Aquarius. You have to make a decision with Pluto in Aquarius. All right, family. But nonetheless, Mars has to chill with Pluto for a second before it starts its transit in Aquarius. And this is one of the most turned up conjunctions you could have. All right. I have this conjunction. And my Mercury right in between it. So this is y'all see this, y'all see Mars and Pluto conjunction every day. Just when I start talking, y'all see it every day. I just called some of y'all hoes. I don't be having no filter sometimes. Y'all, I'm sorry. Just give past the grace. Called myself a hoe. Just be outlandish with the mental communication thing, with the throat chakra thing. All right. So Mars enters Pluto. Guys, this is impulsive nature. Let me read my notes because I'm going to go somewhere else with this and start just dragging myself out this mud. Family, determined to conquer power struggles. Mars conjunct Pluto in Aquarius. Determined. These niggas is like this. I'm telling y'all. They Casey and JoJo. All right. Peanut butter jelly. Matt Jeff Hardy for some of my WWF fans in here. Y'all want me to keep going? Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen. Destiny Child. Well, that's three of them. That's three. Who's two girls? They ain't got no two girl groups. Y'all get the point. Determined to conquer power struggles, guys. All right. Whether it's heartbreak, whether it's certain unexpected changes you've been experiencing in your life, issues with inconsistency and lack of direction. You hear that one? You finna be motivated right now. You finna transcend over that issue. You haven't been consistent. You haven't been able to set an intention and lock into it by understanding what short-term action Mars supports the long-term goal, Pluto. That's why this conjunction is so beautiful. That's why this conjunction is so turned up. Because Pluto dealing with your long-term intention. Pluto dealing with your long-term intention. Pluto dealing with things. We know Pluto's dealing with getting to the meats and potatoes, getting to the pit of the subconscious, right? That's not an overnight thing. That ain't really Mars energy right there. Pluto is the one taking the task. Like, no, it's okay, Mars. You go ahead and be the soldier. Pluto takes a little bit of a lieutenant type of position. It has to do more of the long-term thinking. Mars is doing more of the groundwork. Okay. Mars just wants to go to war, this, then the third. Pluto's like, use this weapon and take this armor. All right. I've been sitting on this idea for a while. Them niggas got these type of weapons. I'm telling you, Mars. All right. This is how you're going to protect yourself. So I want to make sure that we get with that. That's what we do here, right? We stay ahead of the curve, right? We stay ahead of the spiritual curve. So when it comes into any issues with inconsistency and lack of direction in our life, any issues being able to set intention and sustain that mug. Too many times we sell ourselves short by not sustaining something we started. And then too much time starts to pass and we're like, damn, what happened to that thing I was doing? Why did I really stop? Like, for real, why did I stop? Because I ran into a little roadblock, because I got a little discouraged to stand at third, because I did something, I got some feedback that I didn't really anticipate receiving. Why did I really stop? Right? So Mars and Pluto not playing that. When we talk about as a new day in your Aquarius house, is a new foundation being set, it's a new mother flipping day, family. Okay? So that's what we got going on with that. We can either move in anger or in purposeful intention. These niggas be angry. I ain't gonna lie. As much as Pluto want to heal, as much as Mars sometimes forgets things and gets over things quick, these niggas, when they get together, sometimes it be niggas hold a grudge like a mug. We already know Mars dealing with frustration. We already know Pluto is dealing with long-term energy. So this is a type of alignment right now. If you don't understand that gratitude is the attitude to have, if you don't know how to show appreciation for certain things, if you don't know how to be patient with something you're trying to build structure, whether there's a connection with somebody, any type of goal in any type of way, family, this is not the time to be holding the super discouraged feeling and emotion. One of the best pieces of advice I've ever got in my life. I learned so much through playing basketball. That's why I have to play in basketball. Everybody in my life was discouraged that I want to fucking pursue playing professionally. I have to give a damn with that. My body ain't set up for that no more. My lower back, my knees, I'm good with that shit. All right. But there's so many gems from basketball that I've learned to apply today. And one of the most important things, and this I learned this at a young age playing basketball. Like I was having a bad game or something, turning the ball over, whatnot, just doing dumb shit that day. But every time I had like a turnover or a bad play, my coach pulled me to the side. He was like, "Yo, flush it." What the hell that mean? He's like, "Listen, you making bad plays and then you keep multiplying them because you're holding your head and you're like, damn, I'm playing so bad. And this ain't nothing but us understanding how carrying a certain frequency vibration multiplies more problems or more fruitfulness in our life." So, when he really helped me to understand that, which a lot of coaches won't give you that type of gem, they'll be a little condescending on your ass. You feel me? Like, don't do that again. Take care of the ball. This, that, third. But he was like, yo, listen, you make a mistake, next play, that's it. That shit done. Next play. And I'm like, you know what? This nigga got a point. He changed the game for me after that. I'd shoot 5 shots, miss all of them bitches, but I'm in my head, I'm the 6th one going in. All right. And that's how you got to be able to apply things in life, man. You got to be able to flush it sometimes. Sometimes you got to be able to sit on the experience to extract all the wisdom that was needed from it when you understand you just got out of a significant experience, relationship, career experiences, personal aspiration, whatever it may be. You make sure you extract all the juice, all the wisdom juice out that experience. But it comes a time you need to just flush it. All right. It happened already. That's it. It's out of your hands. It's in the past. Can't control nothing. All right. So the flush it mentality is going to be very important right now because Mars and Pluto will hold some grudges about how something didn't, transpire the way you wanted it to in your Aquarius house. Things not going. I just said this is not the week to be. This is the week where we have the potential to impose the time frame of decision making on our partners. You think Mars and Pluto not going to turn that up some more? So we got to be careful being forceful here. But this is such a powerful conjunction when you're channeling it positively. So all that new moon intention we just said in our Aquarius house, oh yeah, Mars and Pluto could take that to another level right now. Mars and Pluto could magnify this energy in our life to the point the rest of February leading into Pisces season, you ain't doing nothing but seeing your tribe and your social construct in your life, social environments, activity, and all of that. You just seeing it all mold towards your passions, towards your intentions, whether people are dropping out of your life and people that are coming into your life. Mars and Pluto wants to expedite this process of tribe and the transformation of tribe. Guys, remain intentional. Remain intentional. Point blank, period. All right. So, but impulsive activity, be careful of that. We may be in a phase of wanting to break something down to build it back up. All right. Try not to be too much in Terminator mode. I'll be back. Go get the chopper. All right. Try not to be relaxed. Know when it's reasonable to break something down right now in order to create a platform to build something back up. Okay. And we're way more decisive this week. So yes, I said be careful of imposing that time frame. Like, listen, I'm telling your partner this and the third, you got 24 hours or tonight. Maybe you got to make this decision tonight. Yeah, you need to chill with that. But at the end of the day, we're way more decisive this week. That's one thing. That's one thing Mars signs can't stand about niggas like me. All right. But I got a lot of Mars energy too, though. So I bring the balance of this Venus and Mars shit. But when it comes into Aries and Scorpios dealing with the Libras, and oh man, y'all can't stand that about the Venus signs. Let me think about it. Let me see how I feel about it. Aries and Scorpio, like, yo, come on. It ain't that much time in the day. It ain't that much time in the day. Make a decision, man. All right. Mars, Pluto, decisive, intentional. That's their middle name. All right. So at some point this week, there's only but so much your partner, business associate could drag some shit out. It's like, come on now. Mars and Pluto conjunct. The moon is in Aries. Come on now. Do you want to get married or not? Like, you need the whole week to think about this. You never thought about this before I brought it up. Do you want to have a child or not? You never thought. We've been dating for years now. Why you need an extra week? So this is your first time ever thinking about these things. Don't let people play with you this week, acting like they can't make a decision about something in a reasonable time frame. All right. So it's a balance to it. You're not imposing them making the decision under a certain time frame, and then don't let niggas hold out for that long. Okay. Important ass things. And you bringing it up in the most reasonable way, niggas is gonna try to drag it out. No, make a decision. All right. So that's Mars and Pluto conjunction, guys. It's gonna get real turned up in that Aquarius house. All right, it's gonna get real turned up in the world. Make sure you have your third eye blockers on. Okay, for all my sensitive, empathic ones out there, make sure y'all not letting the ways of the world discourage y'all too much. It's be only so much we could do. Be only so much we could do at times. You feel me? Okay. So that's why we pray. That's why we come into church and we pray for those that we know are going through more intense things that we're going through. All jokes aside, that's why we wake up in the rising every day and we show goddamn gratitude. All right, y'all be thinking it's sweet. Y'all be thinking it's so sweet sometimes. Okay, y'all be thinking it's so sweet. I got peoples back home in Africa right now. These niggas think I'm living a good life out here. Living a good life, and anything I do, it's gonna be crazy. Now my grandmama ain't the only one calling me babe. Y'all know I be having a club in my head. All right. When I go back home, that should be a whole nother thing for me. I'm preparing to go back home sometime this year. My grandma, my beloved grandma, right now, we just kind of waiting for that day right now. All right. We ain't really discouraged about it. She done lived a long life, long, beautiful life, and seen her children, grandchildren sprout and grow. But every time my mom called me, I'm like, oh man. Oh man, so y'all can send some prayers up for Granny. I just want to have a graceful transition. But I know every time I go back there, man, it'd be. I mean, it's not like I be forgetting, but it'd be a real reality check, my nigga. It'd be a real reality check. Niggas don't be having 3 square meals a day. Like, what the fuck y'all think this is? Niggas be taking shit for granted over here. So we gonna continue to praise that gratitude attitude in this church. All right. If you don't know how to show gratitude in this church, I think you need to find another church. All right. Moving on from Mars and Pluto conjunction. All right, guys. Venus in Capricorn starts to harmonize with Neptune and Pisces. So all this energy being turned up right now. All this energy. Shout out to Legend Elvisky. You know, that's my little young brother right there. Shout out to the young legend. All right. When it comes into, I wish my mama named me Legend. Damn, I like that name. These niggas gave me some long thought out African meaningful. Like, come on, you're doing too much. I'm not even gonna say my real name up here, but damn, ain't none of the teachers was able to pronounce my John. All right. Anyways, moving on. Let's get back focused. Let's get back focused. Dr. Umar voice. So all this intensity going on in the air, you see it Tuesday is jam packed. All this intensity going on in the air. Venus and Capricorn harmonizes with Neptune and Pisces. All right, so we need that. God be looking out. God be looking out, family. God be looking out in his divine ways. Okay, so we got emotional breakthroughs amongst love matters developing under that energy. We start to develop more of a spiritual and philosophical lens towards relationship activity. We're kind of in that phase a little bit right now since the sun is in a relationship sign and the moon is in Pisces. All right, especially the fact that the moon is moving past is going to eventually move past Neptune. I think the moon is around Neptune right now as we speak. So Yeah, so the moon is conjunct Neptune for basically as we speak right now throughout the night. All right, guys. So we kind of getting a feel of that energy. Okay. So allow yourself to be a little bit more understanding, compassionate for what people got going on around you, family. But that's really I'm really happy we got that going on that day. Um with all that intensity. What was that? Where was I at? Where was I at? Okay, emotional breakthroughs amongst love matters. We start to develop more of a spiritual and philosophical lens towards relationship activity, right? A little bit more understanding, more compassionate, more empathetic, more understanding in general. All right. We're more open towards the vibration of love and connection in general. And we see value in compromise and sacrifice. I kind of want to just say a little something about that one right there. All right. Guys, this journey I've been on, I didn't, I knew just, I know the power of detachment in general from anything. But when you just jump into isolated space in general, because you're just trying to get as close as possible to source, then it's gonna put you in a phase where your ego gets, I mean, left hook, right hook. Your ego is done. You think you don't have an ego. You think you don't have a big ego until you go on these journeys where you isolate yourself and you detach yourself from the ways of the world. You think you don't have an ego. All right. And my ego about a lot of things are transforming right now. And then that may be a lot of you in here right now. You're going through a certain healing process, and the ways you thought about relationship activity, the way you thought your partner should serve you, should show up in your life in some type of shape or form. You start realizing, like, who am I? Who am I? All right. So that's not to say, we shouldn't have intention about how this person should show up in our life, this, that, and the third. But when we're just demanding it as if we're like, as if our partners are property in some type of shape or form, I'm even removing myself from the concept of saying that's my girl, that's my wife. Like, that's we working together in a way, like we connected. Like, I'm working on a new phrase for that. We be trying to put that is not real estate. All right, it's another spirit in the body, just like you. Okay, so you know when we talking about compromise and sacrifice, you can't tell me you've been in a real ass bond with somebody, a real successful bond with somebody, and you don't know what compromise and sacrifice is. Ain't nobody out here married for 20, 30 years, or you don't even have to be physically married. Some people don't want to get physically married, but they create a family and they stay together. Whatever the fuck y'all bond is that's been so tight for so long, there's compromise in that. It's sacrificing that. That's why I'm so sensitive towards being on Instagram, this, that, third. I give my word of the Lord out there. I make my post and I get out because I know it be some people just talking nonsense sometimes. What I look like compromising for a man? What I look like compromising? But what you mean? Do you be by yourself? Then, if that's what you want, though, I mean, hey, I know there's some placements like being by themselves. Aries moons, Aquarius stelliums. Y'all niggas like that shit. Y'all like say fuck companionship. It is what it is. Everybody different. I'm spiritual enough to actually know that. All right. Some people be saying that out of projection, saying I'll be by myself, this, that, third. They really don't mean that. Some people, to a degree, they actually are good with it. All right. Now, my overall philosophy is I believe all humans crave some type of affection and connection in some type of shape or form. But I just know there's certain alignments. They be walking that fine line or really meaning that shit all the way. Okay. And with that being said, family, like, don't think you finna meet a mate. Don't think you finna be in any successful relationship with no compromise. As much as I feel like I'm a man and I'm gonna lay the law down in my relationship, I'm gonna be the leader of my future household, this, that, and the third. I know I'm gonna have to compromise at times. I just know that's what it is. I know I'm gonna have to sacrifice at times. It's a compromise with everything, babe. I can't pick up the kids right now. I'm dealing with this, that, and the third. I need you to hold it down. Vice versa, fellas, got to go. Wifey got a responsibility that she can't take care of right now. I gotta pick up the slack. All right. So we be too selfish and ego be too fucking big at times of what we feel like we deserve in relationships. All right. So make sure you do the work to simmer that John down, understand what humility means. All right. I done talked to some girls in the first couple conversations. I said, yeah, this ain't gonna work. I don't know what she thinks this is. I don't know. Her ego is different. I know I got work to do, but her ego set up different. You need to get off social media. I know that's not. I looked at your alignments. That's not even how you really naturally feel and think. Your Gemini moon ass is you letting too much thoughts filter your shit. Now you're adapting other ideologies. So we gotta tighten up, family. We got to tighten up. You ain't finna sacrifice nothing for nobody. What you think this is? What you don't get into no real relationship then. That's it. Once you really start feeling yourself liking and loving somebody, you can't deal with those two things, compromise and sacrifice. Just let them know straight up, like, listen, I'm starting to like you, love you too much, but I can't compromise and sacrifice for a goddamn thing. I'm gonna let you go ahead and be with somebody else that is mature, spiritually mature enough to deal with those responsibilities in a relationship. That would be real spiritually responsible of you. But if you're spiritually responsible enough to do that, then you're most likely spiritually responsible enough to deal with the compromise and sacrifices. So that don't even really make sense in the first place, anyways. It really don't even make sense, anyways. All right. Yes, that is coffee. I got a lot of work to do after this. Okay. So, family, Venus in Capricorn, sextile and Neptune in Pisces. Shout out to Pisces because y'all the signs I don't gotta be bringing this up to. Like every sign, man. Every sign got something to show us. All right. I'm a Neptune in the 12th house nigga. All right. I understand these things. All right. Now, my little Libra ways be a little superficial. That's where the ego had to get shut down. That's where the ego got to get worked on right there. All right. But for the most part, shout out to my 12th house and shout out to my Pisces placements. Okay. Y'all be understanding these concepts a little bit quicker than others. Shout out to my Venus in the 12th housers. Sometimes y'all sacrifice too much. Y'all compromise a little too much. That'd be my thing with y'all. It's like, damn. Just started dating this nigga and you let him drive the car? Took out a loan for the brother already? It haven't been 90 days, Pisces woman. It's me talking to my Pisces client. Boro, I know, he seemed like he need help. All right, help him to help himself, but damn, woman. You didn't even give the brother a 90-day trial. Just get the car. Been 2 weeks, nigga picking you up from work. You know, dropping you off, picking you up, nigga trapping in your shit, smoking in your shit. It's like, come on now. This nigga running red lights. This nigga got a couple tickets on your John. You ain't even know. This shit come to the crib. You're like, wait, what the hell? Your license got suspended dealing with this brother. Look, Pisces, 12th house woman, Venus and Pisces woman. Look what that done got you. You ain't got no other placements to give you backbone. You got Venus and Pisces. Then you a Taurus sun. You know, you be giving too much. All right. You got Venus and the moon in Pisces. And then you're a Gemini rising. You be talking to yourself, telling yourself all different type of things to justify the situation. You having all type of self-conversation in your head that the partner ain't hearing. So you just taking it too far. You're just taking it too far. Okay. All right. Shout out to my Pisces. Shout out to my Pisces women. All right. Y'all do that neck massage really good. That back of the neck massage right there. I like how y'all do that. All right. So, guys, that's what we got going on. Jam-packed Thursday. Jam-packed, Tuesday. Them T's. Jam-packed Tuesday, Mars Day. Mars enters Aquarius. Mars and Pluto conjunction. And that Venus and Capricorn energy harmonizing with Neptune in Pisces, all right, to settle things down some. All right. And then moving on, February 14th, all right, that good old V-Day, that good old Love Day. What we got going on Love Day? What's going on? What's going on Love Day, family? All right. Well, let's get into it. We got the moon entering a sign that deals with love, that deals with Venus energy. All right. So we got that good to bank on. All right. Moon enters Taurus early, 10:03 a.m. Okay. But this does create a sun and moon square. All right. So you got the sun in the fixed sign, moon in the fixed sign. Okay. So when it comes into we could be a little extreme, Aquarius extreme, but it's fixed. So you can get into a little competition, trying to impose our values on people around us, and what we want to do here is make sure that we have our expression and our behavior represent our values, so we get closer to people who share the same values instead of not imposing our values on others. Sometimes this what this alignment can do. Sun in Aquarius, Moon in Taurus. Now they're gonna give a lot to the group. They're gonna give a lot to the group. They're gonna do a lot to uplift the group. All right. Just be a little stubborn how they feel like the group, what the group should be valuing, this, that, and the third. How people in the group should be moving, just a little bit controlling in some type of shape form. But that ain't nothing that can't get healed. Okay. Lucky days on Valentine's Day moves to my Taurus, my Caps, my Virgos, my Pisces, and my Cancers. All right. Taurus, Caps, Virgos, Pisces, Cancers. Hot seat. Make it hot. I need to get that Marlon Wayne's clip. As I'm gonna add that next church service. Make it hot. We got Scorpios, Leos, and Aquarius on that hot seat. All right. So y'all got to make sure y'all not wilding with y'all stubborn bag around V-Day. Okay. Now this is gonna make 3 planets in Taurus and 4 planets in Aquarius. Okay, I'm not even fast forwarding y'all to give y'all a little visual, John. All right. Okay, so by the time we get into this portion of the week, all right. How did it just go back? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, Astro thing? Okay. So yeah, by the time we get to this portion of the week, guys, Moon, Taurus, Jupiter, all in Taurus. Sun, Mercury, Mars, Pluto, all in Aquarius. All right. Venus damn near on the cusp. So when we're talking about our fixed thought, when we talk about the things we're trying to transform and impose our intentions and passions and our awareness and thought forms, Sun, Mercury, all of that in Aquarius energy. But then when it comes into what we value, we could be very intense because it has to clash with Uranus and Jupiter. So we could really be on our high horse with that Jupiter and Uranus energy as far as our belief systems and what we value and how we feel like we could transform others with these things. The moon is going to activate that. So we have to be easy around this time. You have to probably point it out with your partner a little bit too. Point it out with they ass. All right. So fixed signs be easy. Y'all on the hot seat. Y'all the ones to catch some of that fire first. Okay. Y'all the ones to have people project on you in that way at the same time too. So you got to make sure you don't have an extreme response. You just see it for what it is. Be the bigger spiritual person and diffuse the situation spiritually. All right. With great power, with great awareness, come great responsibility. When you spiritually inclined, when you have more awareness than the average human being, especially when it comes into things of dealing with emotional intelligence or whatnot, you have to be able to understand how to diffuse situations. All right. Not everything has to be an extreme termination. Okay. Not everything has to be you don't have to meet force with force. But if you truly believe you more aware when it comes into things dealing with connection, understanding, then you got to be able to use different tools, whether it's communication, right? Whether you see your partner's really turned up about something, you're like, you know what? Let me get them out. They got to get this out. You got to know when to do that. It's like this ain't even really about us right now. They got to get this out right now. Let me take this, brother. It is what it is. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't relationships just be deeper than rap, and people just don't be more. Y'all don't. Relationship masterclass in a week, y'all. Okay. Now, so yeah, there's gonna be a lot of friction in the air from the fixed signs, guys. Look at your Aquarius, your Taurus house. All right, and when things it may get a little intense in these spaces in some type of shape or form. Okay. I see y'all got different ideologies about what compromise and all that mean in y'all relationships. In the comments, I'm not even gonna dive into that. I kind of said what I said. So we got that going on, guys. And then we also have the moon will square Venus early in the day before entering Taurus. So we got the moon beefing with Venus on Valentine's Day, even though we got the moon entering Taurus in that John. So there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, a lot of different currents going on with the vibrations dealing with love and connection in some type of shape or form around this time. Okay. See, all right, I'm sorry. I said I just wasn't gonna. I said I wasn't gonna dive into this. Let me just say this. Consensus. I ain't compromising on nothing. I'm a black woman. The world would wear my skin, throw it out, and claim they never wanted it. I'm gonna stop right there. You want to put that ideology into the world, you're gonna continue to multiply that belief. If that's your belief and that's what it is, I could simply be up here saying the world, I'm a black man in the world. You got to break out of that, sister. No matter if you think what I'm saying right now is right or wrong, you got to break out of that. You feeding that mentality. The world don't got to be that for you. It don't have to be that. I don't want the world to be that for you. You have to know how you have to know how you putting that in the air right now, sister. All right. That's all I got to say. Now, the moon squares Pluto. The moon squares Pluto and that Mars conjunction too, entering Taurus, guys. We just spoke about how intense that conjunction is. All right. So the moon squares Pluto and Mars. So when we're talking about, oh man, it's gonna get sticky this week. When we talk about us once again being intense about imposing our values on others around that time of coming up this mid portion of the week, it's gonna get real. Once again, you're gonna have to be able to check your partner a little bit. Do your best to diffuse it. Like, babe, look, you projecting right now. You projecting right now. All right. Sometimes when somebody's really in their emotions, you can't really meet them with a high temperament of emotion. You're gonna have to let them settle down a little bit. All right. And then try to meet with logic later. Okay. Sometimes people just gotta get shit off their spirit at times. It is what it is. Okay. But we're really gonna have to navigate. We're really gonna have to navigate emotion in some type of shape or form in a highly intelligent way around this time. But when you have the moon squaring something, we know that's something we have to respond to. So the fact that the moon is squaring Pluto and Mars right into the entrance, getting into Taurus, that's already showing us there's going to probably be something dealing with the individuality, the goals of other people around us, the aspirations, the attitude of people around us that we're going to have to adjust. And it may bring transformation. We may realize around this time, the attitudes and the attitudes and mentalities of people around us, the goals of people around us, it does not align. It doesn't favor or correlate with anything we have going on. And we're not here to try to see how it's supposed to work with friction or resistance. We're not working with no goddamn friction and resistance right now, unless it's just simply working towards something that you building and structuring, and you working with the natural obstacles that come in with your personal goals. Motherfuckers is either gonna be here to support your goals or not. That's it. Like, niggas is gonna be in your life to support your goals or not at this time in our lives with everything going on in the world. Time is so precious. There's a lot of crazy shit going on in the world, and you trying to force somebody to be in your support system. That's the bare fucking minimum. That's the bare minimum. You forcing your partner to support you? You forcing your partner to encourage you? I don't know who y'all be dating. Those not issues you should be dealing with at all. Okay. So Moon square Pluto and Mars conjunction, we're forced to align practically with our passions. Yeah, you intense, you passionate about this, that, and the third, but that passion gonna need some more format around coming up into this time. And it's gonna need some more patience too. Gonna need some more patience. Taurus is the patient one. Okay. So more patience with goals or even the things that frustrate us. So once again, learning how to diffuse situations, being a little bit more calm. I mean, there's a lot, I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of good friction for like a good love making night though. I be telling you, the friction is what bring that good healthy intensity. But don't let the argument get too. It's gonna be a lot of argumentative sex going on this week. There's some babies gonna be born out of makeup sex this week. Like, you know what? You wasn't even playing. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, I love you to death. You my heart. I'm gonna tell you the real story how you got here. I spent $1,000 on this hotel room and everything for your mother on Valentine's Day. You feel me? We was waiting to have you. All right. We was planning to have you a little bit. I wasn't all the way right then. All right. I was still working the internship. Your mother was working 2 jobs. We was still trying to get things together, but she came out her face that night. But I'm glad she did, because I had to put it on her. It was too much going on. I couldn't pull out. Boom, bada bing, bada boom, you're there. All right. We wasn't going to terminate you neither, son. All right. Everything works in his divine ways. Okay. So some baby's going to be born out that makeup, John, this week. Family, relax. Please strap up. Last time I went to the doctor, he told me like 80% of people don't use protection. I said, damn. No wonder. That make a lot of sense. I be trying to tell y'all about a lot of I'm telling you, a lot of Scorpios gonna be. I be trying to tell y'all. You going to church, you devoting your time as the Super Bowl and everything going on right now. I told y'all the Chiefs gonna win. Let me check the score. Damn, Chiefs losing at halftime. I might have to live bet that. But anyways, you devote yourself on a Super Bowl night. Everybody, the whole world in the Super Bowl right now. Aliens could come and attack us right now. We dead because 3/4 of the world is emotionally invested into these niggas right now. But you chose to be at church. You actually receiving the word about us being in transformative times. New moon, the moon dealing with fertility. New moon. It's a new moon phase. All this transformative energy, and then you're gonna not strap up with somebody you don't even know where y'all going. You don't even know where y'all. It's how y'all be. It's how y'all be out of control. Y'all be out of control. Desire's getting the best of you. You came to word and got the word. You came to church and got the word. It's on you. It's on you. Ladies, you take a lot of responsibility in this too. Because y'all don't be saying nothing to a brother. The last time y'all been like, you got a condom? You niggas we don't hear that from y'all no more. Sometimes we be hearing the opposite. This is how sexually charged we are in this generation. A nigga pull out a condom, you be like, what's that? You be like, damn, woman. That's how you giving it up? All right, fuck it. We don't need this shit. Oh, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Some of y'all gonna need some of this. I don't care if you're drenched. I don't give a damn. We got some big fans in this church. You'll be all right. Take care of yourself, family, just like Sister Sacred Owl says. All right. It's like, no, I can't. Boro, throw it. I can't feel it for real with that. Women, you ain't gonna talk. You're gonna feel whatever you finna feel. Whatever you trying to talk me out of something right now. All right. No, I got Venus in the 8th house. I can't be doing that. Things transform quick with a brother when it kind of love matters. I'm putting it on and I'm leaving it on. If it's too discouraging for you, tell me right now. You can stop. You ain't gonna gas me up. It ain't happening. No, I'm seeing too much of my brothers go out bad. Niggas ain't showing up to their baby showers. I'm tired of seeing one nigga at the baby shower. I'm tired of it. We got to do better, black community. The nigga don't even be at the baby shower at this point no more. The nigga used to at least be there for a little bit and then leave. Nigga don't even be at the baby shower no more. I said, no, we celebrating dysfunction. We are celebrating too much goddamn dysfunction. I'll be ready to see my bro pop out, fly, Burberry, button up. Nigga don't even be there no more. Gender reveal, woman all by herself. I said, no, this don't make no sense no more. This don't make no sense. If y'all was coming to church and getting the word, y'all wouldn't be in this situation. Relationship master goddamn class going down in a week, and some of y'all need to understand the karma y'all have. You make karmic babies. You ain't got no goddamn. Some of y'all karma is to heal your understanding of intimacy. Think raw sex is intimacy. No, it's recklessness. That's what that is. Yeah, me and my partner, we be doing it like, no, that is not. Do y'all have a 3 to 5 year plan together? Then no raw sex. You can't even call that brother for, listen, when the nigga came and cash app you for lunch, the hell you giving this nigga raw sex for? I feel like if you broke, you shouldn't even be able to have sex. It should be a law. You need to make this much money a year to get some ass. But no, they're going to say that's too power and controlling. I say that shit makes sense. Get it together, family. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. We're going to tighten up. I see some viewers went down. I know niggas just got triggered just now. I don't give a damn. Mars, you want the Mars? You want to see a preview of Mars Pluto conjunction. Here you go, right here. Listening to my black, narrow-minded ass. Right here. If you're broke, no ass. No date, nothing. You know she don't want to lend you her car, brother. She got things, she got to go to work. You scrap up whatever transportation money you can. You take time, apply some Saturn energy in your life. All right. Niggas is mad because women getting right together financially, whatnot. Listen, they got a different pool in this earth realm than you have. You gotta work harder. Your shit come later. They shit come quicker. It's the way of the world. Don't get mad. Save up, get your own goddamn car. Niggas be comfortable as hell riding in their woman car. Yeah, bro, I'm about to pull up. Yeah, you got some backwoods? I'll stop get some backwoods. Nigga, you need to get back and chop some wood and sell that motherfucker for some money. That's what you need to do. Find some type of hustle, something. If you gotta turn into a goddamn carpenter or something. Lord have mercy. Black community, tighten up. Sick of y'all sometimes. Anyways, I'm sorry, little Valentine's Day rant, because y'all know y'all gonna, it don't even matter. Y'all not gonna listen to me. Y'all gonna lose y'all damn mind this weekend. It don't matter. You're gonna lose your mind in every aspect of Valentine's Day. I'm staying off social media this week. I'm tired of seeing, I'm gonna see a bunch of the bittersweet posts. You ain't need to depend on no nigga to love on yourself this week. Why you wait till this week for all that self-love bull job? You could have been talking about self-love, you could have been talking about this. You could have been putting that energy. Why you wait till Valentine's Day? This is a projection post. I'm staying off this week. Moving on. February 15th. Jupiter Day, Thursday, Moon and Taurus will pass Jupiter and Uranus. We can attract the right sense of guidance to help us with things to further expand positive values in our life, especially career matters. All right, guys, our wisdom when it comes into how our relationship supports our values and sense of stability will be activated. You know, the moon is the activator. All right, so when the moon starts, and one thing when it gets into Taurus, now when it starts passing Jupiter and Uranus, our true wisdom with what positive values are and how value and negative things can cause Uranus transformation in our life. Yeah, that's super activated. Whether it's going to help you deal with a situation this week or it's going to tweak your outlook on things in general with your value system. All right. But impulsive reactions, once again, you know, Uranus is good for that. All right. You know, the moon is dealing with responding. And but the impulsive activity is going to be with things concerning our comfort zone, finances, and love matters. So yeah, we turned up this week in the name of love matters, in the name of how we believe our partners should be showing up for us in different type of shape or forms. If you show up for your goddamn self, a motherfucker will show up more above and beyond for you. Above and beyond. All right. So that's what we got going on the 15th. Then closing out on the 16th. All right, Venus Day, Friday. Moon enters Gemini, guys. All right, Moon enters Gemini in the middle of the day. Lucky days will going into the weekend will shift to Libras, Aquarius, Gemini, Aries, and Leo. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Aries, Leo. Hot seat, make it hotter. All right, Sag, Pisces, and Virgos. Okay, and then we close out the week on Saturday with some Moon and Gemini energy. All right, and guess what's the next day on the 18th? All right, the What's Love Got to Do with It master class where you can still grab a seat, and then we moving into Pisces season. All right, so this is really the last week of Aquarius season. I don't know how I ain't mentioned that. All right, guys, making that transition over the weekend. By the time we start the week, it's a new day. A lucky day, lucky day, lucky day. You know I don't be knowing lyrics. I'm not even gonna finish that melody. All right, family. Be careful with the. Listen. It's a Mars and Pluto conjunction in Aquarius. I just talked about narratives and propaganda and social media and projection and all this type of energy on the internet. And then it's Valentine's Day the next day. Don't do it to yourself, family. I'm telling you, you got your loved ones. Just do what y'all do. Don't do it to yourself. Don't feel invested to start saying this, that. Don't do it to yourself. I'm trying to tell y'all, family. I'm trying to tell y'all. All right. All right, guys, before I get up out of here, all right, we got a request, but let the choir go ahead and do its thing.
Me say me under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus cover me under the blood, me say me under the blood. Jesus, you be cover me under the blood. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me, I go break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me heart break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. Under the blood, under the blood, Jesus cover me. Jesus, you will cover me. Say under the blood, under the blood, Jesus, you will cover me. Jump on this. Listen. Christian a fight some things where them not see. Stronghold demons and principality. Remember they are the temple. Keep it holy, sanctify, justify, give God the glory. Fighting against three terrible enemy. The world, Satan and myself against me. One day anointing, pour it on me and make me trample the devil on it. Say.
All right, I got one more thing to leave with. Listen, guys, let me tell you something. You know why I had to make an example about that compromise thing real quick? You know why I had to make an example about that? Because you attract what the fuck you are. You attract what the fuck you are. You want to compromise? Next motherfucker gonna come in your life and nigga ain't gonna compromise a goddamn thing. This nigga ain't gonna compromise shit because you don't want to fucking compromise. It sounds good wanting a partner that could compromise, right? It's gonna be something to fucking compromise. Why you think Libra in the 7th house deal with compromising? It's the fucking relationship house. So y'all can complain about that word all y'all want. Y'all need to heal that shit. Y'all need to heal that shit. I'm trying to become a better teacher with my delivery with certain things. All right, I'm from the Bronx. We wasn't taught nothing about delivery. I'm a Mars, Pluto, Mercury conjunct nigga. So that combination is just very bad. And as I get older and more mature, I understand I'm attracting different faces from different places. There's a nigga from Kansas right now watching me. That nigga don't know nothing. Never dealt with this type of delivery. I need to make sure this word could be received by everybody. But keep thinking that's not negative. Keep thinking that's not negative. It's okay to admit you struggle with compromise. Start there. It's okay to admit that. It's okay to identify that and then learn how to heal that shit. This is why you never had a nigga in your life to compromise. This is why you never had a nigga to say, all right, babe, let me give up this for the betterment of us. So not only do you not know how to identify that is an issue, the niggas and the relationships you've been dealing with, they've been more of an example of just reflecting your bullshit. And now it builds more resentment, builds more victim attitude mentalities. Family, we're not doing that. We're not doing that in 2024 no more. Let's tighten the fuck up. There's too much going on out in the world dealing with different forms of projections with relationship activity. Some niggas don't give a fuck about what they telling y'all. Some women don't give a fuck about what they telling y'all because they trying to get a YouTube check. They trying to sell their book. Niggas ain't anointed to help niggas with real relationship activity. All right? I see a nigga like Derek Jackson. He's one of the most popular motherfucking male coaches for women and whatnot. And this nigga just, I really sit here young as hell watching this nigga pander to women, watch women in the comments. Oh my God, this, that, and the third. I'm sorry, but some of y'all don't even know how to decipher real knowledge, real relationship knowledge. Some of y'all don't even know how to decipher real relationship knowledge. Don't even know how to look at a motherfucker and be like, yo, this nigga really doing this just to sell this book. This nigga is hypnotizing us. This nigga, Steve Harvey, made a book called Think Like a Man. What the fuck I want to think like a man for? The title of this shit is taking you out of alignment. But that's going over your head. So if this intensity that I bring with the word to get you back into alignment so you could get into a harmonious space, so we could see if you could attract the mate, so we could see if your relationship activity could be the opposite of what the fuck it probably already has been in your life already. If you can't handle that, go find another church that's going to pander to your bullshit and tell you, no, women, you shouldn't compromise for a man. No, women, you shouldn't compromise. There's nothing that you should change or transform, this, and the third. And that's why mates come into your life and you can't grow because they forcing you to change. They forcing you to evolve. Ain't evolving changing? So don't tell me you're not changing for a nigga, but you're going to say you evolving in life. It's the same fucking thing. It's the same fucking thing. I love y'all, family. Happy New Moon Week, beautiful people. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. All right. Step in the name of love. You know, I got to bring the band. Step in the name of love. And step. We're gonna step. That's what it is. All right, family. I love y'all. It is what it is. I'm up out of here. Peace. Shout out to them Chiefs. I'm telling you, put some money. They losing right now. You gonna put some money on them. You're gonna win big. I promise you.